Hey, welcome.
Ooh, I just got the notification that Matt has started streaming.
I did. No, we're not already yet, but
Is that the case?
I
What is
wanted them to
Venari
hear
holding
that
in
music.
that thumbnail? Is that... Oh, it's a ship. I thought it was like a
It's literally the icon on the map.
Oh, was that intentional?
And then I was like, oh look, my character looks like it could hold it. So I stuck.
It looked like you're holding... Like, why is Venari holding a cupcake?
Yeah.
Ooh, clouds. That's pretty interesting.
Because that's exactly what we needed was weather effects on the world map for some reason.
Game paused. What does that mean? How do you pause D&D?
The GM, so that way people can't do stuff well. Sessions all.
Oh.
It has other effects too, like for example, if you get into an area where I'm trying to describe the scene, I can pause it to keep you from moving the tokens around.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Right, is everybody here?
I don't know if Kyle's
Rain
back.
Yeah.
is in chat, but they got up and left immediately. I don't know if that was before you came here. They're going to be back, obviously.
Oh, we have hexes now.
Yeah, the hexes are in.
All right.
Oh,
this
yeah, we're doing
is-
some sea travel today.
Potentially.
I like how we both said
96 miles, and I can claim my army and conquer Slaypool.
very optimistic.
Who I will... Did anyone think of a good message for Skywrite?
Nope.
I didn't. I've been thinking about it.
Unless you want to write Elden Ring.
This Skywrite brought to you by Audible.
Do we have that? Can we can't say that, right? That's not allowed.
Well, I'll bring it up because I'm using Audible right now, and I just finished book 3 of The Expanse.
I guess that's allowed.
Yeah. I mean, we can say Audible. We can say this is brought to you by Audible, even if it's a lie. There's no law or rule against it.
Oh
I
no, I
mean-
clicked new action. Oh no. You'll never
This
see it.
gameplay sponsored by Merrill Lynch Incorporated.
I mean, they could sue us if they really wanted. Then we'd have to defend ourselves saying it's obviously a joke.
Yeah.
You don't have to defend yourself ever.
I think in the court of law you do have to defend yourself.
You never have to
No, you
defend
just-
yourself.
Just fucking ignore it, and it'll go away on its own.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, I am having some internet issues, and I don't know if it'll happen now. I haven't really figured out exactly what it is, but something's up. Something's weird. But if that happens, I will quickly just switch to tethering my phone, if I have to.
I like this music.
Yeah, it's good music. It's the Esser music.
Rollable tables. Ooh, when do the rogues get reliable talent? Isn't that 11?
I also am looking forward to level 11.
There you are.
It's Rhodey. Hello, Rhodey.
Now we're all here.
The gang's all here, except Happy.
Rip.
All right. As unfortunately, the only new information that we have that we can really work off of here is that you're going south rather than anything else. There's really not a lot to recap other than in hours of exposition, I guess.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen the last one, go see the last one. Just consider it the most elaborate recap of all time.
I think technically we're going west and then south. We're just going west to get onto a boat.
Going west, then south.
Yeah, because that's where the boat probably is.
All right.
Settlement.
In that case, we'll have to begin in the most amazing way. Who is our guide?
Who landed on guide?
My suggestion was Isaac do it, but I could also do it.
Isaac's going to lead the way.
I should not guide. I vote not me.
Wasn't it?
If Isaac really wants a scout, then I can go.
I thought Isaac was a scout due to being the Rouge.
Yeah, but he's also like really personable, so he's good at the charisma and pretty decent, or at least not quite as bad at the survival as everyone else.
Well, if we look at the roles that people can't do, then like I can't really guide or hunt, which leaves me with either scout or lookout. I'm okay at looking out, but I think I would be best at scouting.
A hunter is really the only role I can do anything with. I really don't have any positives to any of the other ones.
All right, hunter wielder.
Yeah.
I'm by far best at lookout. Like, by far.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is like, yes, I can look out, but I know that somebody has a +8, and it's a really important one to not fuck up.
A +10 and advantage.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why you say I'm personable, because I have like 3 persuasion.
It's not just persuasion, though.
So I think that I should scout, which leaves Isaac to guide. Are you capable of guiding?
Isaac has +11 deception, though.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
As long as you don't roll complete garbage on your survival check initially. Which I think we can...
+0 survival.
Yeah. But so does everything else, really. I'm the only one with +5, and that's only because of wisdom. Or actually, maybe +6.
Is that stealth and perception?
For scout?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Oh. I +8 stealth, but +0 perception.
Stealth and investigation for scout.
Yeah, investigation more so than perception, because it's more like you see something in the distance and you're checking it out.
I know investigation. I'm gonna have a +5 investigation.
I mean, like... if I have +2 stealth but +10 investigation, I don't know how this is all ending, but
it ends with the demise of the rising.
Hunter really is the only one I can do.
Would you be okay with being guide, Cal? I feel like people trust you more than they trust me.
That's literally the one role that I said I should not do.
Oh.
Yeah, but you talk.
I am okay with doing anything except guide. I don't think that I should hunt because somebody else wants to hunt, but I am not going to guide. Guide is the thing that I'm not going to do. I'll look out, I'll scout, I'm not going to guide.
It's not that I want or demand to be hunter. It is that literally there's no argument to be made for me doing any of the other ones.
I mean, one of the main arguments is nobody's good at guiding.
Yeah, we have 2 scouts and no guide.
We got people that are half good at guiding, and that's two different ones.
I absolutely could not guide. I have 0 survival.
I have
And-
-1 survival. Fuck you.
and -1 persuasion.
I don't think it was
What is
survival.
my? Oh, I also have -1 to charisma skills. Yeah, so
Okay.
good luck.
So
you're better than me at a
you're one
guide.
worse than me.
But don't
Yeah.
don't be like confused by like the title of guide. It's not like you're leader or whatever. It's you're figuring out the best path to go, and you're keeping everyone's spirits up or in line.
I am literally the worst option conceivable. There's nothing positive about my guidance. I'm not going to be the guide.
Let's have 2 scouts and no guide.
We need a guide.
Oh.
Okay.
It's the one role we can't actually
If
get
I
rid
could
of.
use navigation tools instead of like survival. No, because even my charisma is still terrible.
Look,
Charisma feels less important for guiding situations in post-apocalypse. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's not going to be as pronounced, I think.
We mostly care about survival, so it's mostly a wisdom check.
If you're able to get expertise in it using like your tools, then you should do that because it has a chance of making you
And
survival.
also, but it only really works with navigator's tools only for sea travel.
Huh? Why?
Because that's what it says.
It's kind of strange if you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the compass only works at sea. Yeah, you know.
Well, it's not just a compass, it's a set of navigator's tools. Which, yeah, it does seem weird, because you'd imagine, like a sextant and a compass.
This kid said
so-
sex. We're going to get demonetized.
I want to
Dude.
look at this qualitatively, isolated from the context of what else you're good at. I want everybody to just say what your survival is and what your best charisma skill is. I'll start. -1, -1.
0 -1.
I have 0 survival and 11 deception. I don't think deception's really that's have to be proved.
6 survival and -1 charisma.
All right. I volunteer that Venari should probably be the guide.
Thing is, if we
Hey.
do that, then
Who's got the
who's gonna be
second best
lookout?
perception?
I have a +3 perception. It's not great, but it's something.
Wielder has advantage at night watch, though.
Can we alternate
Uh,
lookout? I
not-
thought that
not
during
advantage.
watches.
Yeah,
Not mechanical advantage, but by definition advantage.
yeah.
In that I am aware when I'm asleep. I don't know how that is. It relevant to this?
It's
Uh,
relevant in that that's a reason for you not to be a lookout,
Interesting.
right? Because you don't need to take the first night watch. You can just
Yeah.
be asleep and then
Yeah.
you're aware.
Yeah, we would have 3 watches. I assume it's a 12-hour night for 4-hour watches. And then we would have wielder plus each of us would alternate 1 shift.
Plus defender, which never sleeps and can't be surprised.
We could probably just
Defender.
determine the order of watches since we're talking about this.
I figured it out.
I feel like Cal could be the first watch.
Figured it out. Defender is the lookout.
Can
Plus
you do
8
that?
perception.
Ah, there you go. Can we do that?
Hog, can you do that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of in flavor, kind
I
of.
mean, it's basically an extension of wielder.
Plus 8 to perception. Can't be surprised. Doesn't need to sleep.
I guess, like, if you consider... I don't know if...
You
don't
know,
have
if you
to
had a
use
dog,
actions to
it would
control them?
bark if something.
Right,
saw something.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, is you have a handler. And so if you think of wielder as taking their action as the handler of the lookout...
It can act independently. In combat, I can use my bonus action to specifically command it to attack and stuff, but if I don't, it still has stuff it can do. It still is, in a way, its own separate entity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dogs tend to be.
It's a cat. It is a panther.
The metaphor, sorry. Or simile? I don't
Not
know.
a filthy dog.
Example.
Okay, I will do guide if we can continue onwards.
All right. Does someone pick the guide role?
Okay, I guess I will be the guide.
If Defender can look out, Venari can guide.
And
You
then that
just
leaves...
from wisdom have the best survival.
And Isaac scouts and a ranger hunts.
Well,
Hunter-gatherer is the least valuable role, so I feel like this is appropriate.
We might not need a hunter, actually, because we've got food, right?
It takes on a little bit of a different connotation. I've tweaked the rules to be more post-apocalyptic. And by rules, I mean the encounters. But yeah, it's 24 hours or a day, so you probably don't want to go like directly through these mountains, but there's nothing stopping you. In the meantime, however, I would like somebody to roll a luck check.
Can I clarify whether Wielder is both through the cat thing, that they're both the lookout and a hunter? Or if they're taking one role and Cal is taking the other role?
That is my impression. I think we can have multiple hunters.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear what the GM
You can have multiple hunters, that's completely fine.
Because look,
so Wielder is allowed to occupy multiple roles because they have a pet. That's permissible?
That's permissible, yeah.
Okay, cool. I can take on a second of whichever role.
You can be the wild card.
Yeah, I'm the wild card.
There we go. I just upset Pog. He's not speaking because he's so angry at me right now.
I'm fuming, actually.
It's canceled, sorry.
Oh, cancel culture.
Who's the luckiest of us, Cal?
Yeah, who's feeling lucky?
Who's feeling lucky?
But it's not roll 20 anymore, so our luck could have changed.
I'm gonna roll a single d20.
Because your roll 20 luck sucked, so maybe your Foundry luck is amazing.
Maybe.
Let's do it.
Is it a 1d20?
Do it up.
Or a d100?
Just a 1d20 straight luck check.
Come on. Yes!
Oh my god!
I knew it!
Okay.
I knew it!
We might be onto something here.
Congratulations, everyone. Let me... a moment here.
Look at the half session, I rolled really well too.
It is kind of nice seeing a 3D die roll.
Ooh.
Welcome to the darkness, everybody.
I just see Defender.
You don't have darkness?
You're still Defender.
Anything.
Yeah, I don't know. How do I change that?
Hey, I see Isaac.
I see everything in grayscale because I have dark vision.
I see Isaac in grayscale. But I don't see anything else. And
I can just cast light. A cantrip. This guy.
Yeah, you do want to cast
my
light?
character one square to the right, and now I see that there are rocks underneath me.
I don't know if that works.
Well, not rocks, like tiles.
Okay, check this out.
Pog,
Here's light.
how do I fix this? Because by default, Defender is my guy. Like, I don't know if you like next to your names on the players. Do you see your name in brackets?
Yeah.
No.
I see Defender as mine.
Okay, so we were in the darkness, now it's bright. How did we end up here? Why is it bright now?
Why did I just get refreshed?
This is Jock Rob's place.
Yeah, remember? This is where we beat up his things for some reason. It's because he's Defender selected, dude.
Alright, I tried to change something. I don't think it worked. We'll see.
It kicked me.
Yeah, I got kicked.
I also got kicked.
That's great. So that means the change worked and did not accomplish.
That's awesome.
Goal.
That's not loading.
Oh dear.
I mean, I can still click Wielder and get his stuff, but it's just... I just didn't... I never get the option to change it.
Unfortunately, I cannot click Wielder and control him.
You can't control Wielder. It can't be done. All right, so everyone, you are making your merry way out here of the basement. Dast has finished teleporting away.
Huh.
Let's say that Happy went with Dast to more quickly get to the group. I think that's a really nice way of handling it. For those that aren't aware, by the way, the player of Happy, Jazz, is not going to be able to make it for the next little while, so has taken a leave of absence.
Oh. Do we know where Happy went, or did Happy just like disappear out of canon?
So this we discussed this last session, but essentially Happy is going to meet up with the allies. So with Milo and them.
At the Resistance headquarters.
Correct.
Yeah, Das went upstairs. Can we go upstairs and check? What did he see?
I mean, this is upstairs.
Oh, I see. So the stairs go down then?
The stairs go down, and if you want to go down,
these stairs go down.
Here's what's down here. Let me just kill Das.
Oh, we're here, right? Okay. We actually
and then
came out the exact
stairs.
space we entered, huh?
Can we take the other model boat, please, in case the airship is still around for us to capture?
Yeah, add the model boat to your inventory.
Okay.
I'll take the broken one.
You get 5 gamer score for the achievement of having that.
I already have one tiny ship in my inventory, so I guess I already had that. Go past me for having the exact same idea Present Me had.
I'll pick up the pieces of the broken one.
Yeah. Can't do that on Roll20.
I'm gonna stand out here. This room is extremely dark. Only Venari is allowed to cast light.
Technically, the light should have been cast on. Technically, I should have an aura
it's
of light.
a combination of my vision and Venari. So Venari's casting the light, and I'm seeing things.
Yeah, it's cool. Isn't it? I think it's cool.
I've got continual flame cast on my holy symbol, so technically I should be.
Just one moment here. I'm dealing with the results of this 20.
Oh, jeez. Can I do this? Maybe I.
No, I can't place my own dancing lights.
Oh.
If you cast a spell, it should do something, right?
I press spell, dancing lights. I'll just post it in chat.
Tragedy. One moment, everyone. Sorry, I was not expecting a 20 at this time.
Orc?
No.
Can we find you kill Xenos?
I don't know how to get rid of auras either.
There's gonna be the darkness.
Okay,
we killing Xenos?
Darkness.
We're killing Xenos now? Is that the plan?
You said he's evil.
He's not good.
Everyone's evil.
I am adding navigator's tools from my 22 int anyways. Even if it's just applicable at sea, that might be useful here. Because the sea is very dangerous now.
It's like, oh, I can.
Is it?
That one doesn't exist, apparently.
Okay. I'm going to act as if this door is closed. Actually, I'm going to pause while I put some guys in here. You guys mind if I put some guys in here?
Depends. Who are they?
Oh, you know.
Probably nice dudes, right?
Okay, and then you can't move. That's...
Yeah. In fact, I was mid-move and it paused.
Oh, that's cool. I get to see... Like, if I click on Defender and I click on Wielder, it's different vision cones.
Oh, neat.
Sorry, I was reading something while you were talking about the light thing. And since this is paused, I can ask it again. Is the light being... Now, is that coming from Venari? Like, mechanically within Forge?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So if Venari moved, the light source moves.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I want to see Venari jiggle so that I can get the light physics
Oh.
experience.
Want to see Vonard jiggle?
Wow.
Yeah, jiggle Nari.
Dude.
All right. I'm almost ready. Everyone have some fun little roleplay amongst yourselves. In the meantime,
The universe has paused again. We're back in that hell.
Please, no more.
Not again. Dast, help us.
We're supposed to be immune to this now.
this is not fun roleplay. This is traumatic roleplay.
Well, you did. Oh, you did say fun.
Traumatized us,
Yeah, I
Paul.
guess.
Oh yeah. We didn't follow orders. When do we ever?
I was born in the jail, molded by it.
The jaw.
Yeah,
Well,
my
it's
mom when she was pregnant with me, she did a crime so horrible that I also had to be in prison when I was born. So yeah, that's where I spent my childhood, just
I believe
behind
you mean
bars.
Gregnant.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know what that means or what that's implying.
Pregnant.
that just sounds disgusting.
Well, it's
You
because
know
your
what
name's
it means.
Greg.
3 Generations dungeon.
Oh, there's a sliver of the wall we can see through.
Hey, don't
Wall hacks.
no wall hacking. Yo, there's kids using speedrun tech.
Yeah, this corner too. Yeah.
Yeah, if Happy runs at a wall fast enough, one frame she'll be on one side, and on the other frame she'll be on the other side, and never collide with the wall hitbox. And she can just run through walls.
They did discrete hit detection instead of continuous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic Flash games.
It's more than just Flash games.
Yeah.
Man, I miss Flash. I really do.
It's such a
You
convenient
can still
package.
download Flash games.
But like,
You have to go through some
what
hoops to
just
be able to
a
even play
fun
them.
little Flash game someone would make for free now is now an app that is riddled with ads and is derivative. Like, I don't see ads anymore. I recently went through a huge thing to block every single ad from every device in my life.
Nice.
But before, when I was seeing mobile game ads, I'm confident that a large portion of games that are put on the App Store are just people find tutorials. It's like, build your first game, and they take that tutorial and then just make it their whole game.
That's how Newgrounds work too. I mean, the people who loved making the things that you love playing are now making money doing it, and I can't fault that because it seems like a good thing.
Yeah, no doubt. But it's less accessible, I think.
They're getting money.
I don't know.
All right, whatever. This is good enough. I am not going to bother about this any further.
Oh, that's an important character.
You did roll a 20. Hey, what's going on with this
sorry.
music here?
There's none.
They don't hear music.
I'm gonna go
it's-
get the pizza.
Well, I'm going to move into this room so I can see. There we go.
Here we go.
Good, you're back.
Oh. Do
Do we know you? I'm
The
not
white,
sure I've ever met you before.
the white land scans the room and notices that there's a weapon that Isaac has here. What is your current form, if you could describe it, please?
It's Angie for the rest of forever. Isaac is dead.
Oh, I thought you were
All right.
hero.
Well, I was going to be hero, but I was in the wrong form when fate suddenly appeared out of nowhere. So now I'm Angie. The best laid
Alright.
plans.
Angie, so that's where you are. By chance, could you explain why it is that you have Isaac's weapon?
I mean, he died out there, and I mean, the weapon didn't dissolve like the rest of him, so.
Dissolve.
It was horrible.
He
It
took a
was.
swim in
There's
one of those. What are the Panache's pools? I wanted to see if you could commune with hope or whatever, and it didn't quite go so well, I don't think, because never came out of it. Just his stuff came floating to the top.
Behind the white lance, you can see that the two soldiers are just kind of scanning the perimeter and being completely, like, stoic about everything, but they had a visible reaction, Vonari, that you passively noticed upon seeing Angie. The white lance also, you would notice, made eye contact with you for a second and then immediately looked away.
Roll to deceive.
Go ahead.
We saw the White Lance in that
You have.
vision. Whatever, in one of Jacob's towers.
Sure, why I invest in skills when I still roll poorly.
I see. Percival will be very upset about this. But I will break the news to him.
You have regular contact with Percy?
That is correct. I am his new right-hand man. I go by the name of the White Lance.
His
always go by that
voice.
He takes out a lance, and as he does, it's like very highly magitech. It looks like just a weapon shaft at first, but it unfolds in midair and appears as this lance comes out. You can see it's covered in magic runes and made entirely out of white substance. Like, he is literally grafted on the Penanchi onto it.
I turn to Cal and say, I really need to make that halberd for you.
Whenever your schedule frees up.
I'm afraid
We
the
have to-
schedules have been a little bit changed since you've last been here. There's rumors that you've died, but I've never once believed it.
Would you mind telling us who you are, though? Have we met before?
I am the
Certain that
White
you're-
Lance. I am a new member of Capcree.
Of Capcree. What does he look like? What does this person look like?
As his token, he has this mask on his face, which has these eyes that have been carved in. Everything about his body looks like it's been magically enhanced to the point where you can hardly tell that this person was at one point humanoid.
Are any flesh visible, or are they wearing like full armor or something?
They are wearing full armor, head to toe. Like, everything's covered in magic. The only trace of, like, that there was a person there is the hair.
Or I was just about to ask about the hair.
It's a
Beautiful,
messy
luxurious
dark
hair.
blonde.
Yeah.
Well, this is
It's
extremely fortunate because we were on our way to actually go to Capri's headquarters.
Wonderful. Percy will be glad to hear this. We need as many allies as we can find in these trying times. To know that Angie was alive and with you is the whole time, it may help his bleeding heart.
Yes, he's been an asset to the team.
You may not have been aware of this, but the woman that you know as Fate, the leader of the Conclave, is attempting to destroy this world. Prior to that,
Yep.
he and Percival were engaged in a relationship under her form as Paige.
We're aware.
Then, you should understand that Percival sees Isaac as his son.
Was not aware of that.
I guess they did get married, so that would be technically true.
That is true.
He's not gonna like
I don't
the
have
news.
parents, so that didn't come first nature to me.
Then perhaps you'll want to know what Fate's reaction to that was,
Oh, you have witnessed fate as well?
unfortunately. She's the reason why we were delayed several years.
I see.
But yeah, she
Angie,
did.
can I count on you to give a full report?
Of course.
Yeah, I can report on it. I mean, I joined these folks right away. I sort of stumbled into them, but anything after that point, I got it.
We met up with some others too who left a little before us.
Yes. We had seen some of them. They had left prior. Some of them have returned to us.
That is an ominous way to say it.
I apologize.
Was Trogrod's place always this nice? I remembered it being like a dingy shack.
It appears that this place was affected by the alterations.
And why were you here exactly?
I was in the area and I happened to notice a large increase in magical presence in the area.
How were
Using-
you able to do that? Oh, you sound like you were just about to say. Sorry for interrupting.
My helmet has a number of features, one of which is advanced detect magic. I had noticed
When was this? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I had noticed the casting of a high-level spell in the area and came to investigate. It seemed to be some sort of conjuration magic, though I've not been able to ascertain the source yet.
Well, here we are. I suppose it was the backlash of our teleportation out of Chakrab's sanctum that did it.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
We've been extra planar for quite a while, it seems.
It has been several years since the Rising last set foot on this earth.
Shorter for us. But we did know about the time dilation.
I could tell. Vonari looks like she has not aged a minute.
What, it was only a few months for us. We didn't know how bad the time dilation was, but definitely seemed to get worse depending on where we were.
He trusts you because you're Angie.
Oh, okay. No idea who this guy is. Other than the Capri guy.
I assume this place has
You-
already been long looted, but
Yes.
Do you have a way back to Capri?
I do.
We were gonna head west and get a boat, but do you have a faster way?
I suppose you can take our airship. We are headed to the same destination. It seems only logical.
we have airships in the post-apocalypse.
Capri has always had airships. This factor has not changed.
We must have been airborne. Who are your friends?
This is Sergeant Gary. Let me get it.
Let me get a name on this guy.
Do they look like they do in the pictures?
They do. They are.
skeletal bikers.
They look like they're
They
from
do have these
He-Man.
skeletal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have these skeletal variants of the regular armor.
Are we the baddies? Are they the baddies? They're wearing skulls.
This is Captain Josephina.
Just-
We can't actually say their names.
By the way, I did change my default to wielder. I did figure that out.
Nice.
So, you are probably concerned about this armor, as many have when they've seen it. Understand that this is a method of appropriating the tools that are used by the Preacher's army. And this way we are able to use the power against them.
How so?
The skull masks that the Preacher's nightmares have are the source of their magic. We have found a way to retain the skull masks after death, and we've incorporated into the armor of the Advanced Harmony Patrol.
And Fate takes control of the Art Patrol, correct?
Yes, you are well informed for one that has been away for several years.
Yeah, I kind of got an info dump.
Yeah. There used to be a time that we were some of the most informed. But I'm sure plenty of people know more now.
I'm afraid the situation has not had much development. The Conclave continues to rule. We continue to fight in the south, but the west belongs to them. 2 of the Preacher's lieutenants have a significant amount of territory. And in the north, Dast battles ever with Xenos.
We're aware of those, but
Hopefully those two will continue to fight each other and leave us alone while we deal with some other problems.
Understandable. We can discuss this on the airship.
where's it parked? Moored, let me say. I would say moored.
This way, everyone.
Yeah, we actually just walk
Wanna ask-
outside.
I want to ask him
Technology.
about his mask.
Why does it keep popping out?
Yeah, does
Right,
it happen
they
for
keep-
you too?
I'm trying to change my portrait and it isn't working. Instead, it just does that.
What's going on?
It
Talk to me.
it syncs with Roll20, so
I changed my portrait in D20 and then I pressed display in VTT and then it just like shows Isaac to everyone.
Oh.
But that's not important.
Hey, send me the portrait by DM and I'll change it.
Oh, how do I get this out of Roll20 or D&D Pounds?
You know what? I'll do this the swagger way. By the way, you can mouse over these people and see the stuff.
I'm not seeing
Hey.
it.
Hey, cut it out. I haven't scripted the walls yet. The fences don't work.
Also, oh, we are no longer on the grid. It used to be grid. Now it's not.
I'm on the grid. Look at this.
Oh, and we can actually, so space lets you do a special path.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Hey, I'm working on updating the character. So above board, the result of this 20 here is that you have found the White Lance way ahead of time. Ordinarily, this would be like just to give you an idea of how rare this was a 12 on the encounter table, which was 2d6. Had you rolled below a 10, you would have encountered a fight, and on like 11 to 19, it would have been nothing. But
Oh,
Wow.
here's the White Lance.
good job, Matt.
I'm
Also,
lucky.
good job, Matt. One said with sarcasm, one without.
Now we have to deal with this idiot.
I mean, it's convenient. We don't have to take
No,
a
we
vote
don't get to
anymore.
do freaking sea
go.
monster fights. But I am going to ask him about that mask. Advanced Detect Magic? Woo!
Angie.
All right, so our ship has just gotten quite a bit more literal. This ship can move 3 hexes at a time.
Oh,
Hey!
At the moment, you don't have control of the ship, so it will just move down like so, and then make Capcree in the following.
I'm sure that will change. We'll get control eventually. Possibly once I gather my army and depose Percy.
On our trip, I would like to speak to the White Lance about his mask and his armor.
All right. So in that case here, let's have a little scene on this airship. I'm afraid I don't have an airship token map prepared yet, so we'll just have to use our imagination.
Lazy DM. Lazy. Can't just copy and paste the one from Calamity.
So, what is it that you wanted to ask of me, Wielder?
I wanted to know more about your mask. Detect magic is something I find very useful. What do you mean by advanced detect magic? How does it differ?
Advanced detect magic differs in radius and radius alone. I don't know the specifics as I've not created it. You'd have to speak to the Tulisans about this.
The two who?
The Tulisans. Oh, my apologies. Maria Tulisan has had herself cloned.
Tulisan.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
So that mask is their creation?
That is correct.
Is the rest of your armor their creation? No.
Specifically, I am Project Leviathan.
You are Project Leviathan. Is it your role or you as a being?
I am a culmination of all of Capri's research manifested into one.
Does
The
that include-
Panonchi, the living spells, and the Harmony Patrol. I'm a being of artifice. Though I apologize that I myself am not an artificer. I am just genetically predisposed to immunity towards Naxonchi.
You seem to be the end result of this research we've been uncovering.
That is correct.
How long have you been around then?
Myself?
What you consider to be yourself?
I was once a man, though I am now the White Lance.
Do you consider yourself the White Lance now and that man gone?
For the time being. Perhaps there will become a day where the world does not need a figurehead such as myself. Perhaps Angie could become that figurehead.
And you would be able to step away from it.
Yes. But this is a shattered world. One that needs
Yes.
heroes more than any.
Well, it's good that you seem to still have your free will. Based on what we saw about their past experiments, I was worried they might have taken that.
I cannot disobey a direct order from Percival. Other than this, though, I am fully autonomous.
I'd say any amount of free will still constitutes free will. As long as you've got something.
Tell me, what do you believe of free will?
I believe it to be one of the most important things there is. Without it, I would be no different than an automaton. Without it, anyone else would be no different than an automaton.
If the late goddess Aliari still lived, and you were able to go back to the moment of your creation, do you believe anything different would have happened? With no future knowledge, would the events of your life have played out the same?
Are you asking if I think it's deterministic? Or that it's fate?
He nods.
I really can't say. As a man of science and technology, I think that question, there's just too many variables in it. I really wouldn't even know where to begin. I'd like to think I'd make the same decisions, but making the same decisions twice doesn't necessarily mean that it's fate. It just means it's who you are.
I believe myself to be a creature of circumstance. I do not have true free will, as I had no choice in the matter. It is possible that I could have rejected the path ahead of me. But because I am who I am, I had no choice but to do what I did.
Well, I've met someone who truly had no free will. I think I see some of it in you.
He smiles.
Tell me, what is it that you do for entertainment?
I like to build things, craft things. Complex, simple. I like working with silver. Like developing new magic.
I am fond of the study of the harpsichord myself. I believe it is important to hold on to these things, no matter how dark things get.
You have to hold on to yourself if you truly do have free will. If you give in to baser desires, you're just wasting it.
Wonderful. I'm glad that I've had this conversation with you, Wielder. However, I must discuss something with Angie.
Would you mind... This might be a big ask while you do that. Would you mind letting me look at your weapon while you leave? I've been meaning to build something similar for my teammate for a while, and to have something already built would be a nice reference.
He smirks under his mask, though you can't see it.
If you wish.
Alright.
He gives you the weapon, and he walks away. Within a matter of seconds, it disappears.
Damn. I was just gonna, study it. Nothing mechanical, but literally just say I'm giving it.
What if he's technically
Nice.
a warlock? Back to the blade.
Or that could be a returning infusion upon it.
Good.
You just got a soulbound weapon. Just like that wrestler lady from the train.
That head, that would be at my workshop, I believe. The head of the halberd. I think that's at my workshop.
Halberd. That's my favorite
Unless-
type of bird, is the halberd, by the way.
Unless... Cal, is that on your character sheet?
Halfred, whoa, Angie!
Huh?
You hear a knock at your door. I almost said Halfred. You hear a knock at your door.
Oh. I suppose I will let him in.
Hello, Angie. It is a pleasure.
Hi, it's good to see you again. Did we ever meet before? This is accurate. Did we ever meet before? Like,
No.
Yeah. I'm Angie, though apparently you already know that. I guess you're the White Lance of
The White
no
Lance, yes.
domain. Cool.
I've chosen to become a symbol. Just as you have become.
Well, I suppose so. I mean, most I did was just lead my unit right and then, fail to assassinate. Someone I thought was a detriment to the city.
Angie, I will be frank. Capcree is in need of reform.
Shouldn't you be having that conversation with Percy? He does, after all, drive most of the worst successes.
I have many times, and the result is the same. We are in no position at the moment to turn down any help that we can.
And what's your
However-
position?
I will be frank. I have seen looting firsthand from the people that are meant to be providing aid. I have seen entire groups of people decimated for petty vengeance, and now that the rule of law is gone, people turn to Capcree. I have seen terrible things done in the name of the man that I have pledged my life to. Things that he does not approve of, and that I assume you do not as well.
I mean, no, I don't.
I don't have a lot of people that I can trust. Most see me as a monster once they learn what I am. And those that don't know what I am see me as a symbol. This is fine. This is the path that I've chosen. But you're different, Angie. You are both a symbol and a person. There's a humanity in you that there is not in someone like myself.
But what, you're saying I should lead a rebellion?
No, nothing of the sort. Percival is a great man. What I am asking is far simpler. I would like you to conduct yourself as you always have. No matter how bad things get. The past things have been a lot easier. You were in the Harmony Patrol and you had every luxury afforded to you. A group of people under your command in a peaceful and calm city. Now, horrors run what used to be streets, but are now wastelands.
I'll tell you what I saw, Frank. Because this looting you're seeing, the way the Harmony Patrol is treating people now in this wasteland, that's what I saw when I joined. That's why I became the leader of a unit, that's why I kept my unit separate, and that's why I led them the way I did. So that you'd have one speck of goodness inside that corrupt machine. Percy may be a great man, but he's not a man who pays a whole lot of attention to the things under him.
I suppose not. I am shocked to hear of what you have said, although I've led a sheltered upbringing myself. It's times like these that make people stand up for what they believe in. And I believe there is a light in every person that guides them to better things. And I believe that your light shines greater than the average person.
That's certainly flattering, Frank, but so what, you just want me to be the way I have been, leading a unit?
Yes, but one other thing. I would like you to overlook the things that Capcree has done. I understand your frustration. However, there are few good forces left in this world. Capcree is trying to be one. We are not presently successful, but we are at the very least trying. I understand you have had your grievances, and I would as well. However, Capcree, to us, at the very least, is a symbol that we can rise against the forces that attempt to conquer us. That through ingenuity, we can overcome fate and the monsters that the Preacher, as he is called, brings forward. Though I imagine you know him as the name Nula.
Yes, I suppose so. I mean, I'm no stranger just to change and to reevaluating things. I mean, look where I am now. I swore once I would never work with the Rising again, and here I am with an airship with them.
Tell me, as an outsider, what do you think of Onari?
I mean, she sure does worship her god a lot. She seems confident in what she does, though I do wish she'd take up arms in our defense.
I see. And one last question. Are you prepared to do what is necessary?
Angie kind of smiles at the way that she has hidden her true intentions from this guy, rather than at what he's saying. And she says, "Yes, I think I am."
Wonderful. I'm glad to work alongside you. I have scant allies, but it is a pleasure to have someone of your pedigree alongside them. Now,
I'll pat him on the shoulder and say, "Don't worry, I'll be there with you." And don't worry, I won't tell anyone your name is Frank if you don't want me to.
Can I hold you to it?
Yes, I suppose so.
Wonderful. My name is of the utmost importance to keep secret.
Will do.
Now, there's one last thing I must do. Do you know where Calcivir is? I tried to find them, but have gotten lost. I'm quite bad with directions.
I mean, they're on the airship, so it's not that big a place. I don't know where they are. Have you checked their rooms?
Their rooms. Of course. Why haven't I thought of that? Very well. I thank you for your guidance.
Good luck, Frank.
And the White Lance leaves. He then knocks at Calcivir's door.
Wielder and I appear to have been talking about the halberd head.
Oh, nice.
Is Wielder present, or did this conversation just finish?
I think Wielder would be there.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll go stand up and there's either a slide or a window so I can look through, but most likely I just open the door and say, "Hey, what's up, Captain?"
I am not a captain. I am a general, but I appreciate the understanding. I have no desire to be referred to by my rank. Calcivir, I have come to offer you a gift. One that would be of much use to you. And you in particular.
By what means have you come by this gift? I have encountered many a gift which is not so selfless in my travels.
He reaches into one of his pockets here, and from it you can quickly determine that this is a handy haversack. You've seen one of these before, you know what it's like. And he pulls out of one of them what appears to be like a tin, and on top of the tin is Capcree's logo, and then underneath it says White Lance.
Haversacks, the whole rending of pocket dimensions, that happened with the protagonists, which was many, many years ago, right?
Correct.
Centuries? Okay.
1 century, but yes.
I have here a type of bomb that can be applied to a weapon. As tales of your halberd have been spread throughout the Bronze Gauntlet, I too use a long weapon, so I imagine you would get the same use of it that I would.
I'll kind of walk closer and just kind of... I'm not going to say anything, but I'm there kind of staring down at it because I'm super interested.
Such a potent contraption. I have some exposure to bombs, as you may be aware from my previous adventures with some now defunct tunnels. Do these hold the same operation, or are they inspired by the same element?
This is a bomb, as in B-A-L-M, but I appreciate the play on words. No,
What's it made of?
This is a bomb that has been created out of wax and panonchi. In other words, it can be used to coat a weapon temporarily. This will cause it to be especially effective against the horrors that the preacher uses.
So this
kind
is
of wax?
especially effective against things like aberrations.
That is correct.
I'm just jotting down notes. Oh, God.
Builder, would you inspect this and explain it to me? Your wording is more familiar to me.
Well, we've got a lot of Pyanchi. Very similar to the medicine. Penanchi. I combine the two. That would be the gray material. It's very similar to the medicine I first made, where it's just the white material suspended in a medium. It shouldn't be too hard to replicate, unless there's some special process. Is there?
Not particularly. We apply other such weapon bombs that are used to coat weapons to create magical properties. By doing so, we effectively create a magical weapon of Penonchi. Penonchi, being the antithesis to Nyaxonchi, makes it especially effective against some of the horrors that go around.
Is your weapon coated in this or made of?
My weapon is created.
You gotta get that halberd head. I'll have Venari send Corey sending.
It will be difficult, but it can be done, so long as you control the power of an aspect.
So some time ago, this is out of character. Some time ago, I, manifested a halberd head, while I was inside of Shadepool. And I think that in front of Wielder and the White Lance, in this place that's, I mean, now that it's all overlaid, I suppose this is everywhere, but, now that Shadepool is overlaid on Slaypool, I want to try tapping into that power of creating the gray, and try creating just like a really tiny sliver, like a needle or something like that, to see if Fiorir has some chance of corrupting and expanding its power, or if I have access to more reserves if I can create small things now without risking anything.
Yeah, I don't really know exactly what skill that would apply to.
Oh, I think, I thought that it was just like a saving throw last time.
I mean, that's definitely a way that we can go around doing it. I'd say because this is like some force of character, like some sort of force of will, just like a charisma check with proficiency, because you are proficient in your own soul, I guess.
Yeah, I was thinking either Constitution or Charisma. Let me,
Add 6 to it, because I'm going to give you Flash of Genius.
Wow.
Okay, so that's basically, I'm gonna try this instead of trying to type this out. Do I feel like this is the correct number? Okay, so this is... Wait, is this a saving throw or a check?
This is a check.
Okay, thank you. Proficiency, okay.
Wow. You're able to create like a medium-sized object. Like not medium as in size category, but like just something that's about the size of your torso.
Oh, interesting. Oh, if I'm going to go about making that much material, then I would create like a whole bundle of arrowheads, maybe like an arrow shaft or something like that. A variety of, I don't know how specific I can get with the materials, but like something rough that can be shaped further if necessary. But a diverse range of objects that can be used to fashion weapons, especially bladed weapons and arrowheads. Maybe some bullets for like a gun.
Okay, this is going to take some out of you here. So as a penalty for this, you will basically spend 1 hit die to do this. But as a result, I'd say you can get like 20 bullets, 40 arrows, and then 1, I guess, clump of penonchi, which can be used to make a weapon. Does that sound about right?
Of penonchi in the size of my torso.
I mean, not quite the size of your torso, right? Because you're also making the bullets and the arrowheads as well.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I was imagining, stuff like a sword would take more metal than a spearhead, right? So I was imagining, something that would allow me to make non-primarily metal weapons.
Okay. Yeah, well,
or primarily material, but I think that if we note just like a small-sized bundle plus arrowheads, then we can work out something more precise later.
Yeah, exactly. I don't imagine we're going to be crafting like right away.
Cool.
But as soon as you hear this, you like think about it a little bit, and you recall the prior time that you attempted such a thing. You pull what you believe Penonchi to be from the surrounding area, and you can see like the water beneath you as the ship is flying over the airship is flying over sort of like the sea that's been created. The water, there's like black substance inside of it, and it creates like these swirling whirlpools, of which you can see little pockets of Penonchi are flying out like specks in the water as they fly up into your hands and create this substance in front of you. You mold it with your thoughts and create these bullets, these arrowheads, and just a little bit of a clump that can be used to create a weapon at some other point.
Well done.
That with our combined arms, that we can present a threat to the Preacher and their minions.
Above board, the effect of these arrows, as well as the effect of the bomb, they're all going to be the same. You just deal an additional 2d6 radiant damage.
And how long does the balm last?
The bomb will last for 5 successful hits, after which it needs to be reapplied as an action.
And how many uses of it are in this little tin?
There are 10 uses, so a total of
Okay.
50 applications.
Right.
If a battle ends and the bomb is not used up, you don't keep it. It will eventually lose its luster.
Okay. All right, I've got all I need from this balm, and I'll hand it back to Cal. It was a gift to her. But I think I can recreate this. We've got plenty of Payanchi.
Do we?
We're going to have a custom
Yeah.
item registered in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I'm working on it after session. Just message me as well, because I also have to prepare for the other 2 campaigns. But just message me about it. I guess some point during
Yeah,
the
like
week.
Monday or something. Okay, I was just wondering if I should reproduce it manually, or if we would just be duplicating between 3 different sheets. Okay.
Last week we established the Squee network is still up, right?
To an extent, yes.
I don't know if it's entirely a network, but like, yeah, squeeze are still around.
Under control of somebody?
Yep. It's under control of everybody's favorite guy.
Who?
Fate?
Percy?
It's Ain.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah, it's Ain, because he's taken over the ivory.
Yeah, I don't know if we like him.
I like him.
And
He's fun and attractive.
Squeeze can go to a person, right?
Mhm.
Like you could say, take this to this person without giving a location, right?
As long as the squee knows who the person is.
Okay.
The most common use of squeeze is just take them to this location, because if they remember the location, they can go back there. So there would be take them to this location and deliver this message to the person, and then the person delivers the message to everywhere else. That's the squee hubs, all of which are in the ivory, which Ain controls.
All right.
But anyways, that's beside the point. You've now created a bunch of Penonchi. You're powered up.
Well, these are the things that I had to say. Percy will likely have more thoughts on the matter.
We appreciate your stepping out and speaking to us privately, that we might hear your mind.
Understandable. Great Calcivier, might I have a request of you?
Please speak, wizened one.
I would ask that you watch over Vonari.
That our guide might need guidance. Why for?
No reason.
Do you fear something might come to them, or that they might have some motive?
I worry. In these times, moments like these will cause people to turn to things that they shouldn't. I pray only that Vanari does not lose her way. That is all.
You believe that there is some secret associated with that which they believe?
Perhaps. All I know is that I've seen many in the name of their faith commit atrocities in the recent times. And I should hope that the Alexis don't engage in petty war against the Conclave.
I see. So you desire to protect the Conclave. Who else might have captured these beliefs in such brutal warfare?
I have no desire to protect the Conclave. Just to protect the Alexis against a war they cannot win.
Forgive me for insisting, but whose beliefs have been so pronounced in these times?
Those under the name of Celis. Have you heard of him?
Antimatter guy.
I look to Wielder to see what we should reveal on Celis.
Who's Silas again? Let me go through my notes.
He's the albino anti-magic field guy.
Oh.
He likes the man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He looks at you and then all the magic goes away.
And we're concerned about telling him that ability? So he's an agent of Capcree.
Just whether you're aware of him is what he asked. And how much you-
Yeah, we know of him.
Those that work under Celis have been especially prudent in destroying what they believe to be heresy.
What's their definition of heresy?
Anything not traditionalist conclave.
Yeah, okay. That's why we need to watch over Venari. We'll be coming for her.
To fight against this, many have fallen under the rule of a Regimund Alexander. They have become militants. And I worry as to how far they will fall. Though admittedly I've not been in that part of the world for quite some time. I have been too predisposed to protecting our island against the forces of the Preacher.
Do you feel that, above all else, the factions of this world are unified against the Preacher's desires?
I do not believe this is the case. I wish it were so, but more accurate is to say that everyone seeks their own world. My master included.
I see.
What do you know about Percy's ultimate goals? Does he let you know that info?
Yes, I am fully aware. Percy seeks to create a world in which the power of an individual is limited.
What do you think about that?
I am in full agreement. It is the best way forward. Do you think there is a better way forward?
Yes.
Oh?
We're still working on the details, though.
Indeed, I am certain that there are always better paths. The secret is to find the guidance that leads one to follow them.
It may be that we don't end up figuring out the perfect solution, but all that's important is that we try the best we can.
I have come to realize over time that those with power will never give it up. I understand that this may seem hypocritical given who I follow, but understand that the power that is given to a certain few will only be used to the detriment of those that do not possess it.
Cal nods and says, Indeed, as the followers of my faith declare, there is always a bigger fish.
Well, what about you? You said when this is all over, you might just go back to being who you were before. Wouldn't you say that's giving up power?
Should it only be so simple?
But you
This
would.
was wishful thinking on my part. In truth, in Percival's world, I would likely cease to exist. My being is inherently powerful.
Well, we know what your desire is, and we know what your orders are. Let me think a bit about that free will thing. Does it mean acting
Understand,
on it or desiring it?
I have chosen my own oblivion. Please do not lament the loss that may come of me. It is for the
I'm
best.
just-
We
I'm just saying.
appreciate you sharing what little time you have left with us, O White Lance. May I advise you that not every route to success is littered along the way with seeds of power. Simply knowledge, wisdom, and evasion can wear down the mightiest of mountains.
I see. I shall dwell upon your wisdom, great Calcivir.
And he bows and leaves.
You got the voice backwards.
You got the voice backwards.
No!
The narrator
This-
became the...
This whole time, no one said anything.
I didn't notice.
It was mostly at the very end.
I didn't notice until you spoke with it.
No.
My immersion.
Yeah, we should start.
It's okay, we got to hear a dog in the background because you weren't using
Yeah,
the
let's just do
voice
take
changer.
2. Let's go again.
Alright, recap. Wait, no, I did it again.
I'm just kidding. That was on
We
purpose.
forgot to play the recap.
Cal, are you using the Oni halberd or the regular
Indeed.
halberd? Okay.
I am
Alright.
empowered by a variety of otherworldly beings.
We
Would
had
you
some
let me
days. I
look
got
at
some
your
stuff
old
to do.
halberd? The one that you aren't
Indeed.
using?
Vonari, the White Lance would not seek you out in any way. Would you seek him out, or would you just contend
Well-
to your own duties?
The first day, I've got to cast some spells.
My trusty familiar, the mule pulling a cart, would be left somewhere outside Chokrob's house, and probably on the cart comes with us on the airship, and that is where the halberd is. So I shall retrieve the halberd from the mule that has been standing dutifully for the past 3 years.
Yeah, it's like the Futurama dog.
That's sad. I want to cast Commune. Ask 3
No,
questions.
it's not sad because Calcivir came back.
I guess. Then it's not really like the Futurama dog.
Oh, I would also seek out Venari, but do your stuff first, and then I'll come in.
I wanna,
All right, let's
Oh.
commune.
I wanna ask. I get 3 yes or no questions basically. The first question I want to ask is Corey trustworthy?
Sorry, it's Corey?
Yeah. Because he could have changed in all these years, for all we know.
Yes.
Is the White Lance trustworthy?
Yes.
Is Percy trustworthy?
Unclear.
Okay. Then I'll do a couple sendings. And then tomorrow I'll do some more stuff. So first I want to try to do a sending to either my father or brother, whichever one responds.
Okay. So you do both.
Yeah, I will try both. Same message. Still alive, back on material plane, gathering intel and allies. Keep strong. Alex wants us to restore the world, but make gods mortal.
Okay. Very nice. You get no response from your brother. Make of that what you will.
What father does.
You do get a response from your father, and Hanad says, "Yes, I understand. Things have gotten bad for us. I'm afraid your mother has lost faith entirely. However, we are fine. The man known as Tvar protects us."
Good to know. Alright, and then I wanna try message Leo Maris to see if he's still alive.
Okay.
I don't trust what people tell me. Leo
It
Maris.
has been...
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Do you live? Please provide urgent update. The Rising gathering allies and intel.
Our resistance is limited. It is good to hear you again. And that's it.
Well, he's alive. That's good. Alright. Alright, then was Wheeler going to ask something?
Yes. Once you're done with that, I'd come in and say, Venari, do you have any sendings left?
Yeah, I do.
Can you
And
send
we've
a
got some
message-
days as well, so if we need to go back and forth, we can a little bit.
Could you send a message to Corey? He set up my new workshop, and I need an item from there. Could you message him and have him send me... It's a halberd head. It's white. It should be in a box somewhere. He can look for it. If he could send that to me by Squee, that would be a big help. I'd like to make a new weapon for Cal.
Is he gonna have access to a squee?
I hope so. He's near Ein's territory. You could,
We can
What?
try.
It's not.
isn't he?
No, he's in
No, he's just south of it,
Tavares.
isn't it?
He's in Lansha. Lantry?
Yeah, but
Yeah, so he's in Allen Tree, and then there's Ains Island over there, right?
yeah,
But
I mean,
you have to get across that ocean somewhere.
yeah, that's true. There's no. You'd have to go to Ein's Island to get a squee.
There are presumably other squees available at the
Okay.
Conclave.
Well, I was planning to talk to him anyways, just to see what was going on.
All right. Just message him to find it, and see if he can find a way to send it by Squee. If he can't, not the end of the world. We'll get there eventually. So, if possible, send. If not, wait.
The Penanchi.
It's just a white halberd head. Let's keep the fact that it's Penanchi on the down low for now.
And where would we pick it up? Where should he send it?
If he can get it on a squee, if he can get, okay, I'm not going to say it short. If he can get it on a squee and send it to me, that would be ideal.
You expecting
he
the
can't-
squee to find you?
Yeah, the squee can find people.
If it's seen them before.
If that one specific squee has seen us before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you send it
So-
to like the Bronze Gauntlet or something. But then we don't know who would pick it up.
I mean, we're friendly with the Bronze Gauntlet. We could have him send it with the saying, "It." What's the word you put on mail? In care of, to the care of. What is it?
What knowledge roll is that?
the ultimate delay.
Why can't I think of that? I use it a lot. Care. It's just care of rising. Oh, this is a lot of words. Let's try to collapse this down into a sending message now.
Hey, yo, Corey,
Bronze
get Halberd Head. Peace.
Yeah, send, if possible. God. Let me write this out. Well, what's your message? How many sendings do you have?
As many 3rd level and 4th level spell slots as I have, because I'm not going to be doing anything else the first.
Alright, so do your message that you wanted to send him, and I'll compose a...
I can do like 4 more sendings. In one day, and then the next day we can do more.
Yeah, I'll compose a sending.
Remix.
Most of my frustration there was trying to think of how I can not take up all of your words.
Okay. Let's handle this later, as we don't need to stop the session to come up with the ideal wording.
If 4 sendings is going to be enough for it, we can just say it happens. Get this response.
Yeah, we'll make this work.
Okay.
But
I would also want to tell him that I'm actually going to tell him where we're planning to go. We're going to Capri and then Bronze Gauntlet and then probably him.
Yeah.
Okay.
If possible, send it to the... Basically, the gist is, if possible, send it to the Bronze Gauntlet.
Let's kill the preacher, and then we go there.
If possible, send to the Bronze Gauntlet. If not, just hold it. We'll be there eventually. That's basically the gist of my message.
Or at least let us know if you have it or not.
It should be there.
Yo.
Wow, it's very hard to move the camera.
You can use control arrow keys, or you can right-click drag, but it's...
I was trying to put the route that we're taking. Which is that we're going
check
from
this
here.
route. If you do it this way, right? If you do it this way, then you hit all the bosses and like one clean path with minimal overlap.
Yeah, but then we have to do
That's the
Preacher
path we're gonna
first.
take.
We can't do the Preacher first.
Yeah, but we
Why
have to
not?
get a key for one of the other dungeons, so we can't go in a linear path.
Why can't we do the preacher first? We have enough aspects.
Do we?
Plus, we're inside
all the
their
aspect gap
sanctums.
people aren't even here.
We're inside all their sanctums, so we can draw on the power of all the aspects, probably anyways. Well, I think the preacher's probably vulnerable at this point. We can just kill him and then move on to the Bronze Gauntlet, kill those people, and then on to all it.
Wait.
His own
What?
city. I wouldn't say he's vulnerable.
He's probably at his strongest right now.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean kill the Bronze Gauntlet? What did they do?
We're going on the killing tour. We're killing everyone, and we're gonna be the victors. Kill.
I mean, as long as we get the writ, we don't need to kill everyone. We win.
Oh my god.
But then you're missing crucial XP and exclusive loot.
Yeah,
Kill.
and side quests and collectibles.
So if we kill Bronze Gauntlet, we get their awesome armor set? Is that what it is?
Well, we just have to save before we kill the Bronze Gauntlet.
kill,
then we get the
kill.
achievement, and then we reload the previous save, and it's like we never did it.
Yeah, but then the game remembers
there we
that
go.
you did that and changes things subtly.
So we just have an exceptionally violent week ahead of us. We go to the Swallowed City, then the Bronze Gauntlet, then the Sprawl, then where the Stone Wall used to be, then Allen Tree. Oh, we have to kill the Conclave. We have to edit this a little bit.
Oh,
So after the Sprawl, we kill the Conclave, then we kill the Stone Wall,
Okay, back to
then
like,
Allen Tree,
important stuff.
Plaguebringer, Ein,
Can I do a second commune the next day?
this outpost.
When do we go talk
Yeah.
to the people with the candles?
And
also
then when
the
we kill everyone on
victims
the
of-
world, we commit ritual suicide and complete the game.
These are my next 3 questions. For the
Yeah, we
second
do
day.
this. Wait, why don't you ask if you can trust Alex's body?
Because I
Because she
inherently want to
knows
trust
that
him.
she can.
Yeah. Why would I ever doubt an Alex?
Okay.
It's called faith.
You
Title
don't worship
drop.
that, Alex.
Oh,
You worship the
man.
divinity. You don't worship the body.
So,
Credits.
I'm glad to see that you know what I do.
you have asked some very, very interesting questions, and I will give you especially interesting answers.
Oh.
And I will do them in the most interesting order possible. Is the Rising trustworthy? Yes.
I had to check.
Is Regimun trustworthy? No. Is Tvar trustworthy? Yes.
Oh, that is spicy.
Regimund is the Goliath Duke, right?
Correct.
Okay. No, not trustworthy. What?
Mm.
Isaac, you suggested a route. I actually think that maybe we should go to the Bronze Gauntlet before, like, pretty much anything else. I feel like they would be a bastion that have picked up a bunch of our allies. And I think that it only loses us 3 days to go there first, and then next to whatever this coastal town is. So, like, any order where we start with the Bronze Gauntlet, we lose 3 days, which doesn't seem that bad.
You mean
So we get the Bronze
after we
Gauntlet, then
visit
the Swallowed
Catherine
City, then the
first,
Sprawl, then Conclave, then the Stone Wall, then Allen Tree, then Iron, then this, the fucking camera freaks out. Then this Outpost, then Plaguebringer, then Sears Forest, these 4 things, and then to the endgame. And we just kill everyone.
Why
Yeah.
have you turned into murder hobos? What's happened?
This is...
Everyone's evil. Every single person we knew is evil, and then plus other people we didn't even know are evil.
Yeah, we actually kind of have 0 allies.
What are you
Like,
talking
all of
about?
our old...
We have Wembley.
There's, like,
a lot
Wembley
of allies.
and...
We're on
we
our
have, like,
way
Wembley.
to gather allies right now.
Right, which
We're
allies?
get- we're
We have,
not
like,
gonna play
Wembley.
the
And so that's kind of
dudes.
why I'm saying, let's go to Gauntlet first, because we at least know Wembley is chill. Well, actually, we didn't scry about this, but we believe that Wembley is probably still cool. And then we can ask Wembley who they think is still cool, and we can move on from there.
I think this airship is only going to take us to Capcree, and then I don't think we get it later.
Well, after we get the armor, we just commandeer the airships.
What if we mutiny? Yeah!
Then we make another enemy.
We don't make an enemy if we immediately kill them. That's a net of 0.
Swag.
So we're here to conquer
Revenants!
Capri, not to, like, be friends with them.
Wait, the Rising's trustworthy again, you said?
Lay
gods
rising.
the gods don't have the information that we as people do.
They can't
Omniscient my
anything
ass.
about Angie's intentions because Angie has the amulet of non-detection and location.
Wow. All right, you are arriving for touchdown.
Go.
As you start approaching, the airship docks, like, it doesn't dock, it slows down and goes directly in front of Percy's window, which is still glitched, and I probably should have fixed that prior to this session.
Is Percy in his office?
He is.
I'll just give him a cheeky little wave.
Huh?
I want to see what his
And-
reaction is.
He
here-
waves back. Percy is literally like, so the airship is going directly to Percy's window.
And here, detect evil.
Oh, we're not like driving by it and getting a glance.
No, like it's going to stop
Okay.
at the window. The window then retracts a little bit, and
We're
the
still on
next
the world
thing
map
that you
if that
see,
matters.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It should matter, because that's by design.
Okay.
We long rested over that, right? Because it took us more
Correct.
than a day. Okay. Yeah.
So Sergeant Gary and Sergeant Josephina and White Lance approach. They begin the docking procedure. So you can see like a little docking docking board comes out, and the window begins to open up, and you can see like cogs and magic technology going off in the background as it creates essentially a landing zone for the airship directly out of Percy's window.
That is some precision.
Well, you know how it is. Team Percy stays winning.
Never losing.
We need
One
to make
moment.
sure to stay on the pilot's good side. They have like 15 levels in the canoeing class from Pathfinder.
There's actually airship proficiency in 5e. It's just it never comes up.
No.
did
They
last
have class
campaign.
levels in Voyager.
Oh,
Voyager's
like,
a good class.
do you guys ever like take hot maple syrup and put it on the snow?
No.
No?
Does it freeze into like a delicious treat?
Yeah, it turns into like a candy.
I see.
This is what Canadians do in their spare time.
That explains a lot.
Savages.
Cerrito has told me all about this.
You talked to Cyrano? Where's he?
Everyone talks to Cyrano.
Cerrito is. You don't talk to Cerrito?
Who's he on the chat?
Jason. It was Cyrano in Discord.
Yeah, his picture is a shitty Mario cake.
Oh, is it a
I
cake?
remember,
Yeah, it's a
I
cake.
remember he had a puffin avatar on X Gen.
Oh, that is a
Well,
cake. That is shitty.
It's. I'm glad that we could enjoy this diversion. I'm pretty sure GM is still doing stuff, so you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Ideally,
so-
like you'd be role playing, but you can also like just riff and
Yeah.
have goofs.
Good post, yeah.
So a little while ago, Jason told me that the reason that they haven't changed their avatar on Discord for years is because they really like the shitty Mario cake, but they actually lost the source for the shitty Mario cake. And they had gone looking a couple of times and just couldn't find it. And so I asked them where they got it, and they said a Twitter account, and I asked which Twitter account, and they told me it was, I don't know, it was something named like Bad Mario Content or something
Wait,
like that. And I looked
I
it
don't-
up, and I looked up I just searched like cake, shitty Mario content, and then I found the picture and I sent it to him, and he was very happy.
I don't see this person.
However, he has not changed his avatar, and so I feel betrayed.
He might not be in Action Chat.
I will check if he's in Exchange chat.
Not technically.
I'm sorry,
Action
Matt's
Chat,
here. The chat,
but yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
Heck,
definitely
The-
affiliated with
Okay,
Action.
so in the chat,
The
his name is
chat.
Chair Noises. On Newsiv, his name is several train emojis.
I think I still have the. Yeah, I'm in the news.
Yeah, chair noise is that wave.
And Chair Noises, and the other one is train emojis.
He's
hey,
playing
dude,
fun.
there's Percy. Percy
hello.
is Silver Fox. Very nice.
Welcome. You have all arrived in much better shape than I was imagining. Hello, Vonari. Where's Happy? Where's Isaac?
Happy's on business.
We have sustained a few casualties along the way, but do not worry.
Isaac's gone?
He went peacefully, we think.
Peacefully. What happened?
He
All in good time, my
walked in-
friend.
He walked into a pool of.
The Panache? That's what it's
Panache.
called officially?
And just kind of faded into the blissful embrace of Elise.
I see. I suppose it's a peaceful way to go, and he doesn't have to see all this. That's a shame. I was really looking forward to seeing him again once all the pretense is gone. I could finally come free and tell him who his mother was. That's fine. I suppose I should have expected something like this to happen.
I mean, the fact
Okay.
that we've gotten through with so few casualties in general is...
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm personally interested in Isaac, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I should be celebrating that the rest of you are alive and not mourning the loss of my son. So, all of you,
We're alive.
you're alive.
Bet
You're
you weren't
alive.
expecting that.
Better late than never?
The White Lance never gave up hope.
Hello there,
There's
boss.
some time dilation issues. Shorter for us than it was for you.
I'd imagine. You don't mind if I pour myself a drink? I've just had quite a bit of a startling news.
Go ahead. It's your
He
place.
does so regardless whether or not you say. Like, he was doing it as he was saying this.
There's a
So, everyone, I have an apology. As do
So do we.
you. Apologies in bat form right now, just quiet. So,
You know who Apology is?
no, that was just me joking, sorry.
Oh.
I have not been entirely forthcoming with all of you. For the duration of our interactions in the before times, I was fully aware of everything to do with Project Faith, and in fact, I was one of its founders.
Yeah, we always kind of knew.
Alright, what's the Project
glad-
Faith?
The Super Soldier program, plus
No.
everything that leads after it.
Allow me to explain. Project Faith, as it is called, stands for Forced Antagonistic Integration of Theocratic Hegemony. What it means is, it is our attempt to force the hatching of the stone dragon ahead of its regular time. We have learned that the stone dragon lays beneath, and when this world was set to end, when all the flames of life have died out, then and only then is the stone dragon supposed to hatch and birth a new world. But we, realizing that if it hatched early, we could gain control of the writ and rewrite the world in our own image. Myself and Paige, the love of my life, the woman you know as Fate, Sky Pope of the Conclave. We believed that through the writ, we could control the gods and set about a new world order, and in order to do so, we would need to find individuals that are uniquely talented at receiving Penanchi.
How what these
So-
aspects are then? Focus Penanchi?
The aspects. To put it simply, we needed to use a powerful emotion in order to focus this. Emotions have power in this world, and to this end, we used the strongest emotion we could find as a way of jolting the dragon to awakening, as a way of bringing consciousness to it. Through this emotion, the dragon would be given thoughts, and through thoughts, it would awaken. In order to strengthen this emotional charge, we used the thoughts of a man by the name of Griffin, who fought alongside the Conclave at one point. We used his grief as the catalyst, and through your battles with the creatures that we had designated as the aspects, this grief would become more and more pronounced as the power given into it created almost a deity in of itself, thus shaping and molding the stone dragon. So is Project Faith. What I had failed to take into consideration is that Paige was not forthcoming with me. She had no desire to mold a new world. She wanted to destroy it and everything else she could find. She used me. She played me like a damn fiddle. And so, all of this is my fault. I played with things I didn't understand, and I trusted someone that I shouldn't have. If you would have my head, so be it. I will not oppose you.
Rather than your head, we could use your resources.
We kind of need to fix this mess.
We need the aid of the Harmony Patrol to end this thing.
We have been, for the most part, attempting to suppress the preacher. This has limited our actions significantly.
You've developed some new things, though.
That is correct. We've done everything that we can to match the rising power level of this world, and we have created a sense of stability for the people of Slaypool. The White Lance and I are doing everything we can to hold off the invasions. However, we are required to remain here as long as we can. Occasionally, I will send the White Lance out to do scouting to see what is happening in the rest of the world, but only within a day's travel.
And if you should die, what would become of Capcree if we took you up on your offer of your head?
I don't know.
You say within a day's travel, but we've met the White Lance far in the north. Many days
A day away. By airship, of course.
I mean, it took us several days to get here by airship.
Took us a little over a day.
Yeah, it took you a day. You moved 3 hexes in 1 day on the airship. So, I understand that you may have some qualms with me, Angie. And I apologize. I had... Shit. This is the real Angie.
You killed several men in cold blood at your own wedding. Your wife melted a guy. I'm not sure I trust what you have to say.
Well,
Very well.
They were attacked, to be fair.
Don't trust me then. I don't expect any of you to trust me after what I've done. What I am asking is that you listen. In this world, right now, there is a balance of power. I cannot move from where I stand. I am the last line of defense against the Conclave's assassins. If the Conclave gets in here, they will kill all of our people, just as they have done to the north of the Ypres Peninsula. They wish genocide against the non-believers.
Well, if you can't move, you can lend us some power, equipment, resources.
I will give
Let
you
us-
everything that I can spare. I will give you information. From now on, I am an open book. If you have any
Excellent.
questions of me, I will tell you everything.
Wait, inside that?
Go ahead.
27.
Matt's got good foundry luck. He's got those foundry rolls.
Is entirely honest at this point, and this is like a desperation play.
Excellent. We could use some equipment. Do you have anything similar to what the White Lance is using that you could lend to us?
Project Leviathan took a total of 4 years of development to create. I'm
Yes.
afraid we have nothing of the sort. Especially now that our resources have been contained to this... The Conclave fleet surround us. Our cannons are able to hold them at bay, but not for much longer. Eventually, we will lose this war of attrition.
What about blueprints? If I could speak to the Tulians, I'd like to learn more about that mask. I hear they developed it.
Yes, the Tulisans.
Tulisans.
You could. If we had the resources, I would gladly, but we cannot make anything of the sort. It is 25,000 gold worth of diamond dust just to create the mask alone.
Just for the extended detect magic range.
The mask has a number of other features, of course. It protects against sight-based weapons, which is especially important against Sealess. Full disclosure, as I am going to be entirely forthcoming with you, Sealess is a beholder in human form.
Wow.
That makes sense. That actually makes sense.
Is that why they call him Sealess? They're sort of like
See?
anti-non-human racists. And so he's like the Sealess Episcopatus.
Because he's got so many eyes.
I believe he's called that because it is his name, but I appreciate your jests in this time. I'm not in a joking mood. The report on my desk this morning told me that 863 people have been killed by the Conclave.
By your wife, to be more specific.
Probably ex-wife, I hope?
Yeah.
Do you know what the
I mean-
saddest thing about all this is? There's
still
some
love
part
her?
of me deep down that believes that there's good inside of her.
Called it.
I have been.
Super not interested in this guy. Can we just kill him and like take control of Harmony Patrol and move on?
Well, it sounds like if we kill him, then there's gonna be a lot of chaos down here, and
Everyone down here will probably just die.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a lot of people here would support me. I mean, and she looks to the guards wearing the masks. From what I've seen, you'd support me too, wouldn't you? It's time for a change in Capcree.
They stand back and pull their weapons out. The White Lance steps forward.
Oh, who are they pointing their weapons at?
You.
Oh,
Angie, you might be overreaching your.
yeah,
Are you
don't
singular
think
or
it's-
plural? Like,
I don't
Percy would not
specifically-
still be here if he didn't have, powerful support.
Yeah,
Angie,
And
I
out of
trusted
character-
you.
out of character, I didn't get the impression that your faction is within like the upper echelon of the soldiers.
You're like the rank and file.
Yeah,
you heard him, White Lance. He offered us his head. I'm just taking the offer seriously and thinking about what it entails.
well, I think as a group, we agree he's more useful alive. We need stability right now.
Moreover, I will not allow you to lay a finger on this man. However, I will keep word of your treason silent. You are a symbol, Angie. I can't have you opposing everything that we stand for. If word gets out that you have attempted to take the life of Percy, everything that we are trying to build will be for naught.
I have no weapon out. We're just
mean-
discussing things.
I don't think we're not gonna kill him, but it doesn't mean we're buddy. We're
Very well.
useful to
Choose
each
your
other
words
right
carefully.
The White Lance steps back.
now. Did those guards say anything? Have we heard them speak at all?
They haven't said a thing at
Okay,
any point.
it might just be well trained.
So, I appreciate the show of support, but as our training sessions have shown, Mr. Lance, I do not need protection from anybody. With that said, I understand where you're coming from now. Should the group decide it would be best if I was dead, then I will give my life willingly. I have personally ruined every one of your lives, with the exception of you, Angie.
Yeah, you bought my workshop out from under me.
I thought you were having lingering attachments and that you were losing sight of the goal. I thought this would put some fire under your feet.
And I started a new workshop, which actually may have been the best. But we can talk about reparations when this is done. I think maybe funding my workshop for this first year. Maybe more. We can talk about that later.
We'll talk about that if there's a world left.
I'm feeling a bit optimistic.
For what it's worth,
Calcivere?
I did not feel slighted by our dealings in the past.
Calcivere, allow me to take personal responsibility for everything that's been done. Wielder, to you specifically, I apologize for the modifications that we have done, both Paige and myself, to you. You are not intended to be an aspect holder, an aspect wielder, if it were.
Ironic, isn't it?
Originally, you are created merely for the sake of something. I don't know. All I know is that Dast created you. I have modified your body without your consent, and for that I am truly sorry.
I'm not as angry as I expected to be. Did you have full control and autonomy over how you were born? Your appearances? Your graying hair?
No, I suppose
I
not.
don't see much of a difference there.
Calcivir, I apologize for the aid that I had provided to the Conclave against the covert ops that were done against your people. What we did was an atrocity. And for every part that I have had to play in your curse, I am truly, truly sorry. You did not deserve this.
It is truly irredeemable to strike against the lowest of our allies, against the workforce, against the peasantry, against those without a voice. To damage and harm and kill the silent and the silenced, to take away their voice, is something that cannot be forgiven by any deity, and also by no force of good.
To Vonari, for all of the atrocities that were put towards you and the people of Alex by the Conclave, for all of the things that have been done in the city to limit the actions, I apologize. I have had a hand in it. I believe that militarizing the Alexis would make you stronger. I realize both my mistake, that you are a strong person without it, and that I was taken in by the lies of fate. I don't expect you to forgive me, the Rising. But I ask that we work together to make things right in this world.
I won't speak for the team, but I can agree to that.
Well, what is right in the world for you? You wanted to conquer the whole world before.
Yeah. Our end game's not the same, but we're going in kind of the same direction.
I'll be frank, my goal remains the same as always. I wish to rule this world. I have always wished to rule this world. I simply was born to rule. I was born great. And it is for this reason that I cannot ever excuse what I have done to you. I have become a monstrous ruler. The very picture of malevolence.
I don't want to sit here and take this no more. You haven't become anything. This is what you were the whole time. You sit here and give yourself recriminations for your most recent actions. I want to hear recriminations for the things you've been doing all along. This city has suffered under your rule. You have grown the sprawl and installed your own secret police and hurt people along every step of the way as they tread upon people lesser than them. I'm not interested in just sitting here and listening to you promise to do better when you don't even recognize the things you've done wrong to begin with.
We are no political figures for whom words constitute apology. We are men of action.
Yes. I do not apologize to those that I have harmed and killed. I apologize to those that I have harmed that still live, that I can make amends to them. I understand what I have done has caused great harm, but understand that it is for the greater good. That Capri has built things that no other person could. We have advanced the world, and we will continue to advance the world. We will make it through this, all of us together. I wish to see humanity, all sentient life, brought to the greatest end that it could. I've devoted my entire life to this purpose. The people that live in this city enjoy a comfort that nowhere else could be possible.
Then why would you want to stop people's growth?
I have learned something. I am a monster. Just as all of you are, just as the White Lances, as are many of the people that I employ. There are those that are simply too strong to the point where they can rule over everyone else, just as I am doing now.
But then, by doing so, you take away people's abilities to protect themselves as well.
No.
These threats aren't just from this plane.
You're right. That is why I intend to seal off this plane.
But
Not in the way that Vest
fundamental
has.
law that anything that comes to this plane would automatically be limited.
Correct. A barrier that weakens everything.
We've spent the last few months for us, taking down barriers. A barrier won't hold forever.
A barrier
these
that
are-
is the fundamental fabric of the world.
Which would be created by changing the fundamental fabric of the world. You don't think it could happen again?
If another stone dragon is found, perhaps. But, understand this. I am willing to sacrifice myself for this purpose. In this way, I will make amends for every evil that I've committed. And through this, I will be reborn as something greater.
As a side, since you're being an open book, you happen to know when they brought the stone dragon, they brought a moon with them? Why would they bring a moon?
Yeah.
Oh. I see. You are under the belief that the thing inside the hand is the stone dragon's egg. No. That is a portal, my friend.
To the moon.
To the stone dragon egg. Now,
Why would it be
Now-
the moon? The moon's a hatched egg.
I
The
do
moon is
believe
the
that.
egg, isn't it?
No, the moon is the old egg that got hatched.
there's another egg.
Yeah, we don't go to the moon because that's just a shell.
There's a second moon. There's two moons.
Yeah, I believe Venari is referring to the fact that, 5,000 years ago, there was only one moon.
So you've spent 1 minute observing and interacting with another creature. You can learn its information. So do you get all of this?
Battlemaster.
2 attributes.
Okay, so hold on. You learn. So do you learn like the full ability? Let me go over the specifics there.
What's going on?
Certain information, equal, superior, or inferior in regard to 2 characteristics.
Okay. Let's see. AC. You get equal for the AC
Oh,
on the 2 knights. Superior for Percy and the White Lance for everything. AC is equal, HP is under for the knights. Percy and White Lance are just superior in all regards.
6 of us and 2 of them. And also, they promise not to resist.
I have another question for you.
Yes.
When Calcivir was captured and being held at the Mercury Mortar, did you know that she was there?
No, I genuinely did not.
Okay. It's just
Okay.
been a lingering. I figured as much, but I wanted to.
He's telling the truth.
Since we're
Honestly,
being honest here.
my organization has gotten a bit the better of me. And to be frank, I don't know everything that happens under my name. But this is a force that I cannot fully control, but I can at least direct in the right direction where I can. To know what I have done indirectly harmed you, Calcivir, is a great dishonor to me.
Do not think about this world as being composed of individual great men. This is a world of the forces of many. This is a world of fortress, of the greater whole. You have not offended me alone. You have offended the world. You have offended good.
I see. I will become the new good in this world, if I have my chance. And if not, I will do everything that I can to support your endeavors for a greater good. You
What
have
can you
my
offer
word.
us? Do you have any trinkets, anything in storage?
Yes, I have potions. I have magic items available. The Armory of Capcree admittedly is mostly being used in defending our borders, but I have one other thing that I can offer. Should you desire to attack the sunken city, I will have an army at your side.
That would be great. We're not planning on doing that immediately, but we are going to get to it. We have other allies to visit.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So, is there a back room we can peruse?
A back room. No, but you may go to the old showroom. We have converted it into a warehouse.
I think we'll do that.
Is it true that you're an aspect shell?
That is correct. Originally, the plan was, I did not believe, neither did Paige, that we could truly control some of the aspects. In particular, we saw the most dangerous being that of Tvar and Ain. And what would you... It's miraculous.
What can you tell us about them? About their aspects, their powers?
Tvar's power is the most interesting of all of them. He has the ability to take on other people's pain into himself. He fights alongside an army that cannot be harmed, and he himself is like a mortal with the power that he has gained. As for Ain, his power is simple. You've seen it, I imagine, at this point. He's always been quite proactive. His desire of a world is one that is foreign and horrible to me.
Is his power, aspect power, the ice, or is that something he can just do?
That is one of his magical abilities. He is one of the most capable wizards in the world. His ability is to nullify anything that happens, to deny a reality. Out of character, you've seen this before, but he can turn things into ones.
Yep.
So, with that in mind, if you intend to go after either of them, I don't have much information as they are past the sunken city, where my forces have been stymied.
Oh yeah, what do you know about the route to the north above the sunken city, those mountains?
They are mountains. I don't know much about them. Yes, I have maps.
Over them?
We don't go there very often.
What's out there? It's so close to the sunken city. Are there forces of the preacher out there?
Forces of the preacher in the mountains, to an extent, yes, but our goal is to protect the civilians, not to expand our territory. This area is a wasteland, as far as we are concerned. We have sent scouting parties and determined that there are pathways that can be used to go through there, should we desire to reach to the Sprawl or the Bronze Gauntlet, but... nay, it is too far.
Yeah, we'll need a map of that, and any other maps you have from areas.
Very well. I will provide all the maps of this new island that is formed. Is there any other requests you have of me?
You ignored what I said before. I see you have no interest in confronting your path in truth. So we'll take these things and we'll move on with our lives and we'll see where things go afterwards.
Your understanding of the world is simplistic and petty, Angie.
Yes, I understand you're a gigantic asshole. Please leave me alone and also never talk to me again.
I preferred you better when my son was taking control of your form.
Yeah, well, he's dead. I don't understand what the fuck you mean by that, but...
He is a changeling. He can change his form. He was possessing the form of Angie to get close to me. It was very endearing. When I saw what he was doing with my people, I knew that he was truly the best of both of us. It made me consider perhaps what I was doing was wrong. But I see now that the good die young. So, no, I was correct.
Let's get back on our airship and take our army and our warehouse and get out of here, team. She's talking to the Rising.
I don't think it's our airship.
This is our airship. You cannot have it.
We can go
We
to
need
the
this.
we can go to the floor room and take our pick of the items there. Would you mind showing us where this showroom is?
Yes, you've been there a few times to purchase things, Wielder.
Oh, it's the same one. Okay. I'm completely unaware of the telepathy conversation going on with the other three.
Yeah, I figure that at some point they're gonna do like a rotation telepathy.
Yeah. Look, last time we chose to not do diplomacy with Fim, and we almost all fucking died.
Percy isn't an avatar or whatever they're called, aspect.
One thing that Percy said was that he gave himself the shell of an aspect so that he could take over one of them if one of the other aspects went out of hand. With the implication being he can kill any of the aspects by himself.
I mean, he single-handedly can hold off basically the Conclave here.
Not single-handedly. I mean, the White Lance is there.
But he's still not an aspect, so he won't... If we kill him, it won't make things worse.
I don't think killing aspects matters anymore.
Yeah.
Also that.
Other than
Yeah,
us gaining the aspects. Can we ask Percy about the why aspects are required to fight Reacher, Nula?
Well, it's quite simple. Nula is absurdly powerful as a result of the magic that we used. It's the nature of things. He is the master aspect, after all. The master aspect, as it was intended, was to create a sort of symbol that, through effective, worship, it's very hard to explain the metaphysics of it all, but by creating a symbol in the preacher that all of the harm done by him would come to Shadepool to hatch the egg faster. Does that make sense? We also wanted an entity that you would want to destroy on your own.
I mean, but why can't you fight him without aspects?
Oh, yes. As I mentioned, he's incredibly powerful. The only way to break through his defenses is to use the aspects. And he explains this in a way that above board, the aspects are used to create vulnerability stacks on him. Furthermore, with the aspects, you can seal part of his abilities. He controls the power of the aspects, all of them. But if you control an aspect, you can push his control away from him. And above board, he has additional combat turns based off all of the aspects. that you have not killed.
Can Sereth, given their experience manipulating and suppressing the aspect of Furor, can Sereth reach out their power and suppress Percy's abilities?
Presumably, if you were to put if Sereth were in Percy's body, maybe?
Okay.
Then we just gotta get Seraph into Percy, and then we can kill Percy. Now you may be wondering, will Tim stop talking about killing Percy? And the answer is no. He's extremely creepy, and he wants to do things to me.
What?
What? Do things to
He
you?
wants to bother me, despite not knowing who the fuck I am. And also, he interprets everything I do as some kind of bizarre, familiar gesture. And he is unwilling to notice his own failures, and so he just assumes that I'm like super into them. And the vibes I'm getting here are extremely rancid, and I really want to kill him.
I mean, he talked about having part in all of those things through Claypool's history and regretting them. I don't know how much farther back you can go.
He only targets grand gestures. He's like, oh, I've wronged the Rising. He doesn't notice like the normal people that he's wronged throughout his life. They don't register to him.
True, which is appalling.
Well, right now, he's defending the surrounding people to the best of his ability.
He'd rather believe that Isaac knew that Percy was his stepdad, which first of all, not, because Isaac's a grown man, and wanted to forge a connection by having a complex moral philosophy debate through the lives of ordinary citizens, than just believe his son wanted to work against him. He builds these narratives in his head that don't make any sense and also target Isaac in extremely uncomfortable ways, and Isaac wants to kill him super bad.
Well, right now, he's useful to us. Later, we're definitely going to have to oppose him, because he's going to try for the writ, and we can't let that happen.
We can
But right
loot
now,
him. We're adventurers. That's what adventurers is doing. We can
Yeah,
just loot his
we are
body.
going to loot. Well, not his body. We're going to loot his workshop, get some potions, some magical items.
Even if we wanted to kill him right now, I'm not confident at all that we would win in this fight.
Yeah.
Especially with the White Lance right there, and 2 gibbons. And we're in the middle of his city, surrounded by people that will come running his aid.
Yeah, but we have Defender.
We have Defender.
Yeah, we do have.
We don't even
Defender.
have Happy with us. Our
Also,
party
we don't
leader.
have to fight him because he offered to let us kill him.
Except no one is gonna let that actually happen. It's not like
He can order the White Lance to let it happen.
I think we need to
We can-
compartmentalize problems right now. This is, yes, you're right. He is still a problem, but right now, he's not a problem we should be dealing with. Because right now,
Maybe
the
we should ask
problem
Percy
is
to enter
stable.
another room with us for deliberations,
yeah.
while we telepathy to each other for
And
like a few
it's-
minutes, so he's caught off guard.
It's not getting any worse right now, so I think we can leave it for now.
Literally
You're
the whole
right,
world is
another-
in a giant stalemate right now.
I don't think we're gonna get another chance to murder this guy in this campaign, so I think it's like either
I
we murder
think
him
we
now
will.
or
I think we will when the writ comes into play, and he goes.
I know we
for
didn't
it.
deal with when the writ gets rewritten is gonna show up and try to take it.
Pog, above board, are we gonna get another chance to murder this guy to death?
Like as many times as you want, really.
Okay.
It is an open world.
Yeah, it's an
Right.
open world.
We
Well,
can-
leave this for now, I guess, and murder him another time.
Yeah, so this is like an open world where you can do whatever you want. It's not like you're never going to get another chance. You're explicitly allowed here. Also, he's going to go to the writ if it opens itself.
Okay, so we get to murder him then.
Also, he's willing to join you into battle against the preacher.
Yeah.
Right.
When we get to that, having an actual force, not just us as a strike team.
Yeah, it could
Who will be
potentially be
helpful.
us, the Bronze Gauntlet, and Percy. All against the Preacher.
And his forces, the
Yeah.
forces that Percy offers can take care of rank and file while we take care of the important work.
If people are willing to team up to kill one to break the stalemate, potentially great. If we do that, we have to just be aware that then Capri can then do other things. Because as I said, right now they're stuck here. They can't really do anything else or change their priorities until
they are a problem, but they are stable for now. Non-moving.
We know Dast is kind of stuck up there as well, fighting the magic people. And I don't know, Tavara apparently seems friendly at least. Ein is probably a good target. Or go for Fate. Those would be my suggestion. If we're gonna break the stalemate.
This guy has declared an intention to be Isaac's abusive stepfather, so the only reason Isaac hasn't yet shot him is that he doesn't know who Isaac is.
Did he?
Yeah.
Say.
Like, Isaac's taking it very personally, understandably, but...
Yeah. What did he say? I might have missed it. What did he say about being your stepfather abusively?
Percy has basically, like, the way he described it is he saw Isaac as, like, since he's his stepfather, he saw Isaac as, like, following in his footsteps, and that he's looking forward to Isaac being, like, a lesser version of himself type thing.
Okay.
He also started describing everything Isaac did in relation to himself. Like, Percy is an egomaniac beyond all belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's just focusing that energy upon me. And the fact that I'm dead and he's taking it badly, if I were to be Jesus back in 3 days, he would probably take that even weirdly. Or weirdly.
Like insist you be like his right-hand man and learn from him.
Yeah.
Is what you're thinking. Okay.
So I just want to explain out of character why I want to kill him so fucking bad.
And I mean,
Yeah,
even
I
if
get
you
it
look
now.
back to the very beginning, like Isaac's character, just the way Isaac chose targets too. Like Percy is like the epitome of a target Isaac would choose.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now he's Angie. So it looks like Angie, who is, an up-and-coming captain
Angie
or
was
whatever.
always like anti-corruption, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a point where Isaac is like not making sense because he's emotional as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's,
they,
like, trying
while
to
we
think
were
about
away,
it.
they kind of built Angie up as being something I don't think he really... Like, they made it into the image that they wanted was best for them.
Yeah.
That was my impression.
They Disneyfied Angie, basically.
Yeah.
Like, Angie's like this violent rebel with revolutionary politics, and they turned Angie into like this superhero, essentially.
But then he's like, and then suddenly he's seeing this side of it, the real Angie, and he's like,
Whoa.
yeah.
However, he also explicitly knew Isaac was Angie. I should also mention.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah. Well,
Pre-amulet.
I really don't think we should take him on now.
And wouldn't
'cause-
Percy know he's alive?
That's fine. I just want you to know that like out of character is my top campaign goal now for him to die a horrible
And
death.
I get your reasoning. Isaac's definitely got a complicated relationship with his parents.
That's the thing. His parents have a complicated relationship with him. Isaac has no relationship with his parents.
That's
He
true.
doesn't care to.
That's a
Yeah.
better way of putting it.
Like, you gotta keep in mind, Fate is a complete piece of shit. Percy is a
yeah.
complete piece of shit. Isaac had
Personally-
no relation to these people. Like, he did not know them.
Personally, Calcivier just hates tyrants, and Percy checks all the boxes. You know? They've got this, like, cadre of bodyguards. They've got this
Wielder-
whole
He
shitty
literally wants to be a
treatment
tyrant of the world.
The entire world, especially including Hamishorim. Personally offended Cal because of the whole, like, curse and loss of childhood and long-term traumatic experiences. Percy is
Wielder
not
being-
Cal's favorite.
Wielder is being amiable right now because Percy is useful to us. right now.
I think Percy's stuff is useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna take what we can.
Okay. Okay.
That's why. But as soon as you start whipping out weapons, we stop getting information from him. We
Isaac.
stop getting his resources.
Hi.
Isaac.
I just understand, Angie.
Okay. Angie. Let me just adjust the token then.
Hello.
That way, when I mouse over it, it will show Angie, and it will save a lot of time.
Yeah.
You're familiar with this. You're familiar with this sensation. You hear it in your head.
I understand your anger. However, please understand, there are very few people in this world that possess an army that can fight against the Preacher.
You can respond freely.
I don't think that army's unrecoverable if we do the right thing here. I don't think we're necessarily locked into doing the wrong thing. But we can
cannot
revisit this
oppose
later.
Percival.
You're bound by a Gaius or something?
My entire body is bound to him.
That's unfortunate. That's what sounds uncomfortable.
I understand your anger, and I understand your assessment of Percival's faults. But you must understand, he is convenient. He is very easily misled. It is no wonder that fate was able to control him so well.
Yeah, that certainly seems true. So what, you're saying we mislead him into doing what we're doing now? Or revisit the situation later?
I have been doing so for the past 3 years.
Well, alright then. There will be a reckoning one day, but I suppose for now we'll leave things be.
Because yeah,
I would
why
like
would
to have a
Percy
discussion
protect all the people?
with the Rising. In
Is he
private,
safe?
away from everyone else.
Well then simply offer to drive us one day away in the airship to give us a head start. Percy will take that suggestion coming from you.
But we cannot. We will be shot down if we attempt this.
Oh.
With that said, I would like to accompany you along the way. I have something that I must reveal.
Can you swear to me that you're telling the truth in this telepathy, that you have your own goals and they're not identical to Percy's?
Of course. And everything will become clear in a matter of moments.
Insight 7. Damn.
He's fate. He's
You
fate,
believe this
isn't
guy.
he? Everyone's fate.
Everyone's fate. Percy at this point is going to prepare all the forms to give you guys access everywhere. You get tags, ID tags.
He's still doing bureaucracy in the apocalypse?
It's fucking Percy, dude.
Lawful evil tyrant tends to do that.
Oh shit, my pasta's done. I didn't pour it out.
Pass.
It's gonna be all mushy now.
Realized this morning I haven't had pasta.
So the White
in,
Lance
like,
has
a
been
month.
manipulating him because he can't go against him, but he can suggest him to go in the direction that does the most good.
I'm betting. I'll bet $1 that the White Lance is someone we knew.
At some point.
Oh, the White Lance is obviously Celeste. I mean, you haven't figured that out?
Wow, it's Celeste.
That would be-
The White Lance is going to go alongside you as you leave. For preparation's sake, what I'm going to say is we'll take a little break here. You guys get magic items under the rarity of rare. So you get uncommon magic items. Any consumables you can just get up to a total group value of 2k.
Oh.
2K
Oh, done both
coins.
math.
But how many magic
Each.
items?
2k gold each.
Hmm.
So you get 2k gold each worth of miscellaneous magic items.
Okay.
How much does 2K or 2 plus 2 armor cost?
Let me find out. So we're gonna have a little bit of a shopping session mid-session because you know
Excellent.
everyone loves the shopping. And by the way, that was a pretty intense scene. How's everyone holding up?
Pretty
Well,
good.
good.
I
You
think
didn't
we're
even talk to me
doing
when I yelled at
good.
him. I'm gonna kill this guy so bad.
Yeah, it was a fun scene, but it was pretty hot. Pretty heated, I should say.
What?
Tense.
+2 armor is unfortunately 20,000 gold.
10 times.
What is the cost of a wand of magic detection?
Wand of magic detection. That's 150 gold.
Boom. Adding that.
Can I get an adamantine chain shirt?
Can I figure this out next session, like between sessions, or do I have to figure it out now?
Yeah, no, you don't have to. It's just like if there's anything that you've wanted that you've been like looking at or whatever.
I was so mad at myself for not buying one of those before we left.
We can do this between sessions. It's not particularly pressing, but if you have anything that you're like, man, I need this right away. Like, let me get this ASAP. I don't know, like fucking Ring of Truth Telling. I don't know.
Something tells me that's more than 2k.
It's not. It's 100.
There's
50.
anything else that could increase my change link?
Ring of Truth Telling requires attunement, but it gives you advantage on insight.
Oh yeah, I still have an attunement slot. Someone else figure out what items I'm buying.
I do not have any attunement slots.
So with this,
I want
might
+1
be able
armor,
to
but I don't get enough money for it. I would
might
need
be
like
able to
800 more
finally-
coins.
not.
Didn't you already pay in
prepare
advance on your
for
plate?
Magic.
Maybe you could turn that advance on your plate into advance on +1 armor.
Nah, man, I invested in the local economy.
True.
What
Only the local
rarity
economy
did
is
you
still
say?
around.
I'm gonna say as to not like completely cheat you out of the money. Just be like, oh, should have known there was an apocalypse. That it's just gonna be at the Resistance headquarters. Let's say Milo found it.
How much do potions
What
cost?
rarity did you say?
Yeah, so uncommon stuff you can just find no problem. If you're looking for
Okay.
rare items, I will have to vet it because some rare items are like pretty good. But uncommon, I think is totally fine. You can just get whatever.
How expensive are healing potions?
What type of health are you looking for? Are you looking for just the uncommon or are you looking for the rare? Because you can definitely find rare. There's 300 gold.
So superior ones are
The
300
superior ones are 750 gold.
gold? And greater are 300?
Greater are 300, yes. And then just regular are 100. Or sorry, they're 50. Why did I say 100?
How much are cap reloaders for rifles?
You can get a loader for 1k if you'd like to put a loader on your gun.
And how much are the Capri things revivify?
500 gold. I see where this is going, and this is cool as shit.
Well,
I think
I
it's
can get
500.
that team. I have sharpshooter, so I can resurrect people at a ridiculous distance and with ridiculous accuracy. Unless I miss, in which case it's not very good accuracy. What happens if I use a sharpshooter feat with revivify? I can take -5 to hit, maybe +10 to resurrect.
It should be 500. Let me just double check. That's a level 3 spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is.
Gross. Reload powers.
All right, so that gives you 500 gold unless you want 2.
Yeah. What do you all think? I don't really have any idea of what to get.
What are you asking to get?
He's got a cap crew loader that he's getting installed,
Oh.
and then has picked up a revivify capsule.
I could like spend it all on something else instead. I don't know yet.
I think the loader seems like a safe choice.
How much is a Cloak of Protection?
400, I think.
Isaac, you have a lot of like single point damage. Maybe something that's splash. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 400.
Yep.
I was trying to figure out if there was an upgraded Cloak of Protection that I can get, because I like all the stuff that's in my attunement slots. Like I have an Amethyst Lodestone, for example, Cloak of Protection.
Oh, that reminds me. What's going on with the earrings?
Dude, what if I just got +3 ammunition?
Isaac's wearing them. If nobody else is wearing the earrings, then Isaac is wearing them.
Okay.
Can we find very rare items?
I'm not attuned to them, I'm just wearing them.
Next level, I can attune to 4
didn't have
items.
I don't think you would be able to find +3 weapons. So you have Kofine's earrings?
What about like a single +3 arrow?
I don't. They can only be attuned to by a healer.
Or like an
But you
arrow
just
with
wear it.
slaying.
I'm a healer, I have a cap reloader and Revivify.
Sure. You know what? Why not? Potion of climbing is 30 gold.
Pretty gold.
Yeah, they're 30 gold. They're really cheap. Hey, you know what's really fun? You could get cure wounds loaders as well, like cure wounds capsules, and then just heal people.
How much is adamantine chain shirt?
How much is adamantine chain shirt?
Adamantine is +500 gold.
Yeah. So probably very cheap.
Are there any AoE heals I could use? Like healing spirit or something?
Can I get any advice on whether adamantine, mariners, or mithril armor would be good on studded leather?
Yeah, 1 second. Healing spirit. I
don't think adamantine or mithril apply to studded leather.
Yeah, it says medium or heavy, so I guess mariners is the only option, and I'm guessing that doesn't do anything relevant.
No, I should actually get healing spirit. If I got healing spirit loaders, that's really good for picking up multiple people.
Yeah, that's true.
How much do second level spells cost?
Second level spells, 1 second. Essentially, they cost that of a scroll, but they have a like special requirement in that they need to be used by a loader, which costs hella. So that's how the thing works. Let's see. Healing spirit is going to cost you. Where is it? I'm bad at seeing things that are directly in front of my face that I was looking at like 5 seconds prior. Does anyone else have that disability? Am I the only one? It's 150 gold, so you can get like you can get 3 of them and then 2 cure wounds.
Wounds are 15 each.
They're 25.
Oh,
How
this is
much
much more
for
efficient.
Eyes of minute seeing?
Sorry, Tim, what were you asking?
Oh,
I wasn't asking anything. I was just saying that cure wounds seems more efficient than healing spirit.
Yeah. Eyes of minute seeing are 150 gold. Cure wounds is very efficient, but it's not action efficient. It's gold efficient.
Yeah.
It'll get someone up, but it.
Right. I'll get 1 revivify, 3 healing spirits, and 2 cure wounds.
All
And then it turns my magic weapon of death into a magic launcher of healing. Just saying.
I'm also going to apply piety for that. I believe that deserves piety, as that's a very, very solid interpretation of elitism.
How much are goggles of night?
Goggles of night?
I get malfunctioning +1 armor. Like I flip a coin at the start of each combat to determine whether it's ordinary or +1.
What?
+1 armor is so expensive. I just want armor.
That's our equipment.
I'll get 1 superior potion.
Okay, here's what I'll do if you want +1 armor, but you want You want to be able to make it work. If you want to spend all of your gold, I will give you powered +1 armor.
Power armor.
And what this will do is it requires you to use a Cruisier's crystal to power the armor to activate the +1.
Hey, I have one of those. What's up,
And
hero?
You'll also get 4 Cruisier's crystals as part of the package, and they last for 1 minute.
Hmm.
About 4 minutes of +1 armor. Do they expend all the duration at once, or can be broken up?
Using 1 crystal powers for a minute, and it uses the entire duration. However, you can get Cruisier's crystals throughout this campaign. Quite simply.
That does seem like a cool little invention, and I feel like the restriction isn't that bad. I am 1,000 gold off if somebody is like, I don't know what to spend my money on. But otherwise, I think I might go for that. It's either between that or
You
like
could
4 different
always
+1 items.
Would
+1
people
weapons.
be able to get diamonds here?
You get diamonds and like
Okay.
other things like that.
Oh,
Oh,
goggles
yeah, I
of
gave
night.
you
Did you
300.
see those?
Yeah, any of the leftover gold that any of the leftover that you have is just given to you as gold.
Okay.
Buy some more diamonds. Well then.
Hey, Pog.
Yeah.
Has my apartment exploded?
No?
Because I was keeping those bomb components in there, which has the essence of the Crimson and the Azure of like 5 pounds of each.
Yeah, I mean it's
Okay.
over there at Ains Island if you want to get there.
Okay, cool. So I just wanted to make sure that like the world merging a shade pool didn't explode that.
Pog.
Yep.
How much are goggles of night?
300.
300. I might get those.
I don't think any of the things thus far that have been brought up would affect the subsequent scene, however. So I think we're free to proceed.
Yeah.
The wand of detect magic, definitely. Well, maybe not. But these are useful. Yeah, you can proceed.
All right. As you start heading out into the town, he leads you. The White Lance is leading you guys through, and he is unusually quiet the entire way. He takes you into what appears to be like a tavern, but it's completely abandoned. It looks like there's been a fight here.
Recently, or?
Very recently, yes.
There have been reports of violence amongst people here. The refugees that we bring in are understandably not happy towards the treatment that they have received their entire life from the elites of Capcree. This area has been quarantined, making it especially useful for this purpose.
He takes out a Cruisier's crystal and smashes it, creating a barrier of non-detection in sort of the entire area.
Just to ensure that we're not being spied on. Let's head into the basement. I have something that cannot leave that room.
Do you follow him into this abandoned basement?
Yeah, I guess. Trust him.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay.
For now.
For now.
Well, Alex trusts him. I trust him.
He goes into this basement here, and he lights one of the lanterns. It's a branded lantern from your business rival, Calcivir.
Wow.
How do you feel about this?
I'm glad that there's some semblance of civilization.
Let's go! Calcivir seal of approval. He pauses like he doesn't know what to say.
I once was a man. I mentioned this to you before. Though my thoughts and general demeanor have changed quite a bit. I have both Nixonchi and Penonchi in my blood. I am more Magitech than person. But I'm still me. Vonari?
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh no.
I would take off my mask if I was physically able, but this is my face now.
He walks forward and gives you a hug.
What do you take it? This is my
Mother
brother?
and father are fine. Aaron is watching over them.
Literally, I'm glad you're doing well, even if you are in your current state. You've done well to guide Percy as you have so far. I'm confident he would not have done all this without you.
That's the nature of Alex, isn't it? We have to be a guiding light for others. I don't have long in this world. The transformation that has been done to me is incredible, but I am dependent on this blighted land for survival. I am Nyaxonchi and Penonchi personified. As long as there is this evil that blights us, I am alive. But it is my duty to remove it.
Well, if we're successful and I'm able to rewrite the world, you'll be able to live again. As you were.
Is that so?
I plan to follow what Alex wanted, almost entirely. Things will go back to the way they were, except the tyrants will be gone, and the gods were tyrants as well. Therefore, they will also be mortal. Therefore, replaceable.
Look at me, worried that you would lose your way.
We haven't exactly talked about this. I'd say we're still workshopping it.
I'm just saying my personal. Were it up to me, that is what would happen.
Angie, you have shown a remarkable level of composure. For that, I thank you.
Okay, thanks. I guess, only shout at him once. If that's what you mean.
It did not come to blows. I was worried it would. I tried to speak with you, but I wasn't sure of your intentions. Through interaction, I've confirmed that all of you are as just as you... as the rumors say, I should... Of course, I knew Vonari would be, but... the rest of you I've not had much interaction with. So, hello. My name is Ludri. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance for real.
You told me your name was Frank.
I'm sorry. I had to lie. They were watching me.
Okay then.
If the Conclave finds out who I am, they'll come after Mother and Father. I have to hide who I am for everyone else. And I can say with 100% certainty, the Conclave has still a strong presence in Camp Cree.
What can we do to get rid of that?
I don't know.
What form does that take? Are they officers of the Harmony Patrol or something deeper?
Potentially. I don't know what extent this corruption reigns. As I mentioned before, the people don't see me as a person. I'm like a monster to those that know what I am. So, understandably, people don't tell me much. I'm just The White Lance. You deploy me to a battlefield, and I will defeat the army, just like Sovereign did. May you rest in peace. You know, the funny thing is, I don't even use the lance like that.
Oh?
Lance out, and as he does, he performs another transformation that you haven't seen before, converting it into two swords.
I always did prefer the swords, but the lance was created before I was, so I had to use it as part of my symbol. When I actually have to fight, I end up using the swords more often than not.
Elle looks down sadly at their armament, and then at a cleric, and is like, can I get me one of those?
I'm sure Wielder could fix something like that up.
Already working on it.
I've been making some contact with the Resistance in the time. I admit, I haven't been able to get the best communication, but we've been working back and forth behind the scenes. They're doing well. They've never once given hope that you would come back, so the least I could do is match their belief. I knew you would come back, Bonari. It's a shame that Isaac is gone, but 4 out of 5. The world needs heroes, and the gods know Percy isn't one of them.
If Percy commands you to tell him stuff, do you have to?
I do.
It's best that there's some things we don't tell you, as I suspected.
We'll have to tell him some little things, or else Percy will know that we've sussed that detail of the White Lance out. We have to give him the report, or Percy will think that the White Lance has betrayed him.
I already knew I could trust you, because Alex said so, but I didn't know if I could trust Percy, and I knew Percy has control over you. Therefore, anything that I tell you can make its way to Percy. Regardless of whether I knew who you really were or not, that fact remained the same.
I really believe Percy thinks he's doing the right thing, and that's what scares me the most. But it makes him easy to work with.
I mean, you're doing a better job than I did when I tried.
I wonder if you were there during those 3 years when he spiraled into depression and rage, would you have been able to quell the fire in his heart? He always spoke fondly of you.
I'd like to believe that sharing information freely was both ways would have led to better understanding and a better tomorrow, but it only works when both do it.
What you don't know, and please don't take this as apologism, as Percy has become a very different person since you've last met him. There was a point where he was considering giving it all up and telling you everything. That was before fate betrayed him. It's like fate was the whole world to him, and now he's lashing out at the world. Whatever heart he had is gone. He's a broken shell of a man, but he's a damn good fighter, and he's frankly terrifyingly good at leading people.
Are the rumors true that most people hate him still?
That's true. The Conclave has been spreading all manners of lies about everyone except the Conclave. They said that you died in pursuit of the Conclave's goal. That Isaac found the light of the true gods and used it to defeat Jockrob.
Yeah, that's not true at all, obviously.
The funniest thing is they say that you converted to Michaelism.
As if that would ever happen.
Well, they believe it. You'll have a lot of people to correct, sis.
I'm sure I will.
I'm just really glad that you're all okay. It means a lot.
They couldn't have picked a more believable version. Hear me. Michael was one of the ones that put Alex in Shadepool.
If you want to fight the Swallowed City, then I will arrange for an army. Otherwise, I recommend heading through the mountains. Here are all of the relevant maps that we have.
Thank you. That's probably where we'll be heading next.
And what will we accidentally let slip now that you report back to Percy as something you've learned about us?
Hmm.
I have an idea that could make him more unstable, but I don't know if we need that right now.
Well, let me hear. I've had to put up with his megalomaniac rants for 3 years.
We could simply tell him the truth that when Isaac came to me and proposed the swap idea, he didn't know anything about this father guff, that he truly wanted to work against Percy.
Interesting. You're right, he would absolutely have a meltdown at that. But I wouldn't mind. Maybe. No, it's probably best that we say something else. I know.
Why would we want to make it more unstable?
You're right, we don't.
You'd
That's
be
to tell him
harder to
something,
control
though.
and guide if we do that.
What if I tell him that Happy has defected to the Conclave? And that you're trying to keep this a secret?
Will he be able to falsify that very easily?
If we make him unstable, then he might become a problem while we're gone.
We shouldn't tell him something false, because if he determines it's false later, he won't trust you anymore.
That's true. Or more to the point, he won't trust you.
It's like if you go into diplomacy and attack them, anyone else that does diplomacy with you in the future will not trust you. They will not go to talks with you because you'll have betrayed your reputation.
Yeah, I don't think we should give him false information, because right now he is useful. If he doesn't trust us, he will no longer be useful.
Well, is there any secrets that you have that you think would be valuable, that would increase your status, perhaps?
There is one, but I don't particularly want to share that one.
I
Believe
understand.
something else.
Everyone in this world has their secrets these days.
There's something relatively innocent, but very important. When this world merged with Jocko's Sanctum, well, we now own an airship. We simply have to find it, and then we'll be as mobile as you are. Percy will want to know about that, especially since we seem to be fated antagonists at the end of it all.
I see. Yes, that would be something that I could bring forward to him.
You can simply claim to have seen the airship in my quarters and recognize the magic on it due to your advanced magic face mask.
All right. I can bring that forward to him. One more thing. Do you remember Irene?
Yeah, isn't she she went to that school to study.
That's correct. I read all the declassified documents. Irene is with the Resistance. She's their hero. And they write about her to me. That she hasn't given up on you either, and that she's awaiting your return. She says she has a favor to repay for the kindness that you've shown her. I know things are bad, Angie, but I want you to know the Rising has done a lot of good in this world, and you have some allies that will be there with you.
I certainly hope so. I hope that my unit will come through at least. I haven't seen them in so many years now, except for Dennis. And I don't even know where Dennis got sent.
First Lieutenant Dennis is fine.
That's
He
good to
carries
hear.
on in your image. He has created his own squad. But I want you to know one thing. If you intend to take down Percy, please have the Resistance let me know ahead of time. We have ways of sending to each other. I'll be off doing some reconnaissance on the Swallowed City. If it comes to blows, I cannot resist a word Percy says, so make sure I'm far out of the picture before then. Okay?
Okay. Thank you for that cooperation. I know it must cost you to go against him in this way.
All I want is to have a beautiful world so that my mother can smile again. Percy's just a means to that end. You know, Vonari, she's given up faith in Alex.
I'm not that surprised, as bad as that is to say.
I hope if you see her, that you can show her that Alex still watches over all of us.
I fear what happened to her after. Actually, is she okay? Do you know where her whereabouts?
She's fine.
Above board, Alex was not able to determine the location of your mother, not because she died, but because she's no longer faithful.
Oh. That makes all too much sense.
I think, in time, we can turn this black ocean white. And then we can end this once and for all. We just can't let ourselves get lost in vengeance and hatred. That's what fate wants.
Certainly would be a nice sight to see.
Let's do this the right way. Okay?
Okay.
And he gives all of you a cold metallic hug.
It does make me feel better that we're lying to him.
I have to go. I've led you to the outskirts of the city. I have to return back to my post.
Good luck. People are counting on you.
You as well. The world is counting on you. And I think that is where we'll end our session. This ended up quite different than what I was expecting, so...
I picked the right thumbnail unintentionally, apparently.
Amazing. Shout out to Forgotten Adventures for
You're still doing the voicey
assets
thing.
that we use. No!
No.
Forgotten Adventures for the assets that we used in the one battle map that we've seen. I made a bunch, and then you flew over them because you rolled a 20. God damn it. Does anyone have a shout out that they'd like to make?
Shout outs to ending abuse of adult children.
Yep. Man, I was going for like a happy, fun vibe at the end there, and now it's real talk.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Death to Percy.
Shout outs to Fuda trending on Twitter.
Yeah, what the hell's going on with that? I saw that and I didn't want to click it. Because I don't want to click that.
There's another
Someone
cosplayer
like
with
that,
a
holy
monster
shit.
thing.
Yeah, because I saw that tweeting on Twitter. It's like, oh, what? there's like 80,000 or like it was a huge number. It's like, what's going on? But I didn't want to click it. It seems like a bad idea.
For more information, Google writing on a Fuda.
Mm.
We didn't get to do any sea encounters next time, maybe.
I mean, there's plenty of more sea to go. Yeah,
Air
great
monster.
session, everyone. How'd you feel about it?
It was good.
I really want to kill Percy. So you've done good at giving me motivation. I want to continue the campaign so I can kill Percy to death.
Yeah, you know, there's been like way too many sympathetic antagonists as of late. Let's have some real fuckers.
I don't know if that was your intention or not, but it's definitely what I got.
No, that was wholly my intention. That's why I love Percy so much as a character. Is like he's so shrouded in enigma at the beginning, but then we get down deeper. It's like here's this terrible broken man, but he's so powerful that he gets to seem competent all the time.
It reminds me of Toriel from Undertale.
Whoa.
Why is the opinion
She's
alert?
not evil, right?
She's evil.
Actually, I guess I killed every monster in Undertale, so...
A kid
I mean-
falls into, like, off a cliff, and her first instinct is to kidnap the kid forever.
Well, if you read between the lines, like Toriel has done some pretty whack stuff in Undertale. Like she chastises, what's his name? Asgore. There we go.
I never actually finished it. I just killed her, and then I killed... well, no, I saved a lot of other people. I thought Papyrus was cool because he went on a date with me.
I got all 3 of the endings.
That's a bar that has to be cleared in order for me not to kill you in a video game.
All right. Sorry, I had to gather my thoughts there on what I was trying to say because I'd confused the characters, and then I remembered Asriel's named that because Asgore's bad at naming stuff. But Toriel chastises Asgore for if you really wanted to end this, you could have consumed one human soul, gone behind the barrier, and then killed a bunch of other people. And like Toriel said that, and I what the fuck? Like what? What
I
is
haven't gotten there, but it seems like she is evil.
that's not okay, right? Like that's bad.
Now I'm glad I stabbed her with that butter knife over and over.
Kill all monsters.
You know, like
No
I didn't
mercy.
think about it until you said that, and then I was like, I had this moment of like, wait, like she was not right when she said like that's not correct. That's bad, Toriel.
Okay, I gotta go because I gotta do other things in a couple hours. So I gotta
Yeah.
those. Thanks for playing, everyone. Goodbye forever.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye
Until
forever.
tomorrow.
Bye. Good luck figuring out macros by next week.
I'll be on time tomorrow, Pog, because I woke up before the session 3 days in a row. All I gotta do is extend that by 33%.
Nice.
Okay, bye.
What did you say Goggles of Night cost?
300 gold.
300.
Okay, can I have that item that